that might be put at risk, then that's one thing.
Yep. Observe appropriate procedures. Wash your hands. Cough into your elbow. Stay at least 3 feet away from people. If you're sick, don't go to work. I know some of that's hard, but also...
On my gym, I saw a guy wrap his whole mouth around the water faucet.
Oh, God.
He was just getting it.
Yeah, he
Please,
was all up in
no.
that thing.
He was fully getting it, dude.
And when you do that, you gotta work the tongue over the little spout.
He was Frenching it. It was like
shove the plastic little like splash shield up around your teeth, and then
Jesus
tongue
Christ.
the thing.
there were two, like one right next to the other. I swear to God, I thought he was gonna like reach over to the other one and just start like jerking it up and down. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
Just start jacking the power cord a little bit.
Wrong.
Twisting his own nipples.
Oh,
I yelled at
I
him.
hope you're recording
I
already.
am actually streaming and recording.
Perfect.
Yeah. This is the content that
For sure.
a
That's what
number
the
of
internet
people
wants.
came for.
Yeah, a number of people. A number of us watching it later to refresh our memories.
Yeah, I don't want to throw out any numbers and prove myself.
I fucking hope nobody's watching this.
I think at least one person is.
Jesus. Okay.
It's my mom.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure it wasn't me watching those videos just that one time? Cause...
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I actually
hello.
I actually have subscribers now. It's craziness.
Hello, one viewer.
Scrub snurb.
All right.
If you are a viewer listening to this, please leave a comment so we can know who you are.
Like,
because we
smash that like button.
I don't care if you hit the dislike button, but just leave a comment.
Yes.
Don't make comments. I don't need.
Turn on notifications.
I need
that
to
in my
know who
head.
you are so I can like find you and be like, why the fuck do you watch this?
I want to come to your house and we can talk about things.
I mean, to be fair, last game,
touch ourselves.
last game, you guys did murder a bugbear fresh from a goblin orgy.
Yeah, I think that's prime content right there.
With some Marvin Gaye playing in the background, so I guess I get it. All right, who wants to do a breakdown of what happened last time on Rise of the Runelords? Nobody does. I'm gonna roll for it.
I don't like the amount of pressure that you're putting on me, and frankly,
I rolled the dice and it just says Tanner.
It says Vanya on it.
It just says Tanner right on the top of it.
Okay,
weird.
So, let me consult here. So we finished. We were in the sort of chapel room, and we snagged the 2 kukris off the effigy that we learned was Lamashtu, the evil god of monstrous births and other bad guy stuff. One of those kukris, I think maybe both of them, had continual flame cast on them. So we move around and we checked out the altar, which was covered in burnt bones and burial cloth, and we I don't know that we know for certain, but we kind of surmised, I should say, that these were the fate of the remains that had been stolen from the Sandpoint graveyard. The Asimar woman's father, who had died some time ago, and we moved a little bit further along, found some jail cells that didn't have anything in them, and then we stumbled into a goblin fuck party. I bombed them. I blew up one of them.
Ruined his whole night.
Ruined his whole night and the rest of his life, oddly.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's still alive. They're still
You
alive.
guys saved him.
Yeah, you guys
He
stabilized.
is the ranger that why do I want to say Rawani Chelif? What is her name? Shasta? Shalelu. Yeah, she sounds like a shillelagh. Shillelagh's got a bone to pick with him, but I'm not sure the actually going to, like try to drag him to justice or anything. Anyway, we killed at least one of the goblin wives. The others we locked up, moved around, and found there was a goblin baby just kind of like chilling out in this closet.
It's clearly a nursery with cages and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. That's
Goblin cages. That's how
cages
they.
are
That's
appropriate.
how they rear them.
I agree with this.
This seems to make sense. It tracks.
Yeah. So then there was some moral quandary about whether or not we give the baby to them, to the goblins. The goblins were like, lunch! And we decided not to do that. Because, I don't know, infanticide is wrong or whatever. So we are going to come back.
How dare I
to the
play a
baby.
character with a moral compass?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you fucking new?
It's supposed to be murder hobo 24/7.
So we're coming back for the baby, and we moved a little bit further along and came across a armored, shielded warrior who really ruined our day.
Yeah.
He fucked us
For
up
a while.
real good.
He fucked us up real good. But we ended up kind of making a truce with him because I think he realized that he wasn't super committed to what he was doing, and he had some motivations that were he's a mercenary, and he's saying that it might be better to help us out, and maybe
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have enjoyed the turn of events after being hired in Magnamar. As you all would know, that Nualia had come north from Magnamar, and then orchestrated the raid on Sandpoint. You had also found notes in Tessuto's journal indicating that she had undergone some sort of horrible transformation. And he is like, all right, this is not what I bargained for. And he had begun to think, he made a mistake. So you guys happening along and finding him and being willing to talk maybe worked out better for both of you. I guess that remains to be seen.
Yeah. So we decided that we are going to we have crafted him a love potion, quote unquote.
Yep.
We literally crafted him an elixir of love.
Yeah. It's probably not going to do exactly what he wants, but it'll probably work for a little bit.
It's what he asked for.
It is what he asked for, but probably not what he hoped for.
Yeah.
It might even be better than Charm Person.
It's better than Charm Person, but it only lasts like 1D at most 3 hours.
Well, it says it acts like Charm Person, but that the recipient is enraptured with the first person that they see. So
for a time.
I get the sense that it's like Charm Person Deluxe kind of. It's still not Dominated Person, but
no. She's not going to be permanently in love with him.
Yeah, I think it adds a romantic flavoring to Charm Person.
Yeah. So it'll accomplish some of his tasks, hopefully long enough for us to accomplish our goals and be on our way before he comes saying, "What the fuck, guys?"
Yeah.
So we know that there is another woman down here who is a wizard or something like that, whose name I do not have written down.
He called her Lyrie.
Lyrie, yeah.
He had said, yeah.
Yeah, she's much more invested in the Azamar woman. God, I need to write some of these fucking names down. Nualia. Yeah, I can't imagine why I can't remember that name.
I know, right? It just rolls off the tongue.
Walia.
Yeah, almost like Auric Van Kaskerkin.
Yeah. Lyrie and Auric. Sure, I'm sure that's how it's spelled. She is more invested in Nualia's plan than Auric, and Auric is interested in Lyrie. And so we're hoping that we can, use him to compromise Lyrie, and then we can face Nawalia without more interference.
Does seem to be
Sort
the
of,
plan.
sort of what I remember of the plan.
Okay.
Mhm.
Does anybody have anything to add? Okay. That was a very detailed description of events. That's really good. Take a point of inspiration.
Yay!
Woo!
I'm glad my memory is actually fairly decent because I only wrote like 6 lines of things in my actual notes.
That was good, though. I think you gave a very good accounting of where you all are, and not to pull things apart too early. But Roymond, would you join me in the channel below, please?
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So, Roymond, as your companions finish brewing the elixir of love promised to the mercenary Orkvin Kaskerkin, a thought gnaws at the back of your mind. Something you can't quite place. A dream from the night before that caused you to waken startled and distracted when it was your turn to keep watch. Even as you took your post, the details eluded you. But as you descend lower and lower into Thistletop Fortress, especially as you view the shrine to Lamashtu, bits come back to your mind and you begin to remember. A memory of you as a young boy in Sandpoint, no more than 13 or 14, often visiting the cathedral before the terrible fire that consumed it. A middle-aged Brother Xantus greeting you with a wide smile and a pat on the head as he always did, patient and kind, answering your questions about the strange connection you feel toward Desna, Abadar, Sarenrae, Shaylin, Gosra, and Aristil in his humble yet comfortable office. As it grows late, you leave, heading back to the orphanage. When you hear an argument at the road, hobbling closer, you see a beautiful young woman, white-haired and stricken as a woman bends closer. "A single lock of your hair, dear, that's all I want," the older woman says, moving toward her and brandishing a pair of shears. "Leave me alone," the girl shrieks, rushing past, setting eyes upon you as she goes the opposite direction, back toward the cathedral. You know her, or at least you know of her. Nualia Tobin, an Asmar girl only a few years older than you, a famous figure in Sandpoint, spending almost all of her time in the cathedral, the only place she doesn't seem to be harassed by the townsfolk that want her blessed touch to cure their warts or rashes, or her melodic voice to drive supposed evil spirits from their home. Driven by curiosity and perhaps empathy, you turn back, hobbling after her. Eventually, the sounds of sniffling down by the water draw you to her, and you hobble up to the beautiful girl sitting at the cliffs to the north of town, crying. As she turns to see you, her eyes hardening as she looks you up and down. "Let me guess, you heard one touch from me could heal that leg of yours. That's why you're here, isn't it? To get something from me, just like everyone else in this damn town?" And she kind of looks at you expectantly. "Oh, I don't hear you. Hold on." Try now.
Test.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, this part is. She kind of gives you another look up and down, and she kind of lets out a long sigh and says, "Everyone in this town only speaks to me when they want something. I guess that's true." And she kind of gives you a look, and she says, You're that foundling, aren't you? Raymond or Raymond?" And she kind of narrows her eyes for a second, and she says, "You know it's not true what they say. My touch can't cure anything. My voice is just a normal voice. I don't know why they all think this way. It's like having some connection to a deity is more of a curse than it is a A boon? Ken? Oh, yeah. Her eyes definitely change as you say that. And she says, so you understand what it's like. I see you in the cathedral pretty frequently, always speaking to Brother Xantus. She kind of snorts and says, not according to my father. Well, being an Asimar, she says, and she kind of does this like grandiose, sort of like mocking, like gesture. Um, and she says, apparently I am perfect in every way and have to ignore any normal human instincts that one might have. And everything that I do has to be just so. And I'm only supposed to speak politely and elegantly and beautifully. And she just kind of shakes her head and says, apparently touch people's warts and sing for them to remove evil spirits that don't even exist in their home. Superstitious nonsense. She she says, tried that. It only encourages them even more. Did you see that woman there? She came at me with shears. She wanted to cut my hair off. Something about increasing fertility. I feel like some sort of sheep or farm animal. These people just keep trying to milk more and more.
So I guess they don't take no for an answer?
Not well. The sound of nearing footsteps alerts you, and as you look over your shoulder, you see a young Varisian man, Delic Viscanta. The two of you aren't really friends or even acquaintances, but you kind of know of him.
Right.
He's just like a person about town. He's a little older than you as well. He cocks his head toward Nualia and sort of like beckons. And Nualia stands up and nods. She says, I've got to go. Take care, Ryman.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
And she gives you a look that is a bit warmer than she'd given you before after your meeting. And
Sure.
she nods, and then pretty quickly the pair of them join hands and rush off, speaking in hushed tones. And you think you hear a giggle.
What was his name again?
Delic Viscanta.
I'm sure
A year.
butchered that in my notes.
That's okay. A year passed, and under Brother Xantus' guidance and the tutelage of the Tarandrock Academy's headmaster Ilsuari Gandithus, your connection to the divine has blossomed. Yet, whether because of your pigeon-toed leg or your lack of status, you've never found yourself the subject of the sort of harassment Nualia received when she appeared in public. And you count yourself lucky, as time and again the young woman gathered either jealousy or unsubtle leers from the citizens of Sandpoint. To say nothing of the stern reprimands Father Azakian Tobin was fond of hurling at her in the cathedral for even the mildest indiscretion. Once more your paths crossed, playing hide-and-seek with Amiko Kaijitsu, Daigle Wedger, and Shayless Vinder. You'd found a perfect hiding space, an old tunnel along the coast. No telling just how deep it went, and to be honest, you'd be afraid to explore it alone, when the echoing words from within revealed it was already occupied. Nualia's unmistakable voice, speaking in hurried tones. I know it's sooner than we wanted, Delic, but maybe this is a good thing. We can be a family. We can finally be married and raise her together. I know it will be hard, but my father will understand. And Delic's voice, no longer pleasant as you'd always heard it before, lashed out. Understand what? That his daughter is a slut and a harlot? Some kind of a freak that can't keep her legs closed? Silence greeted the words, and for the first time in your life, you sensed a welling of energies from within the tunnel. Not the beckoning warmth of life, but a bitter, acrid taste, unnatural and twisted, filling your mouth with bile. You really expect me to throw my life away, to marry some whore and raise a half-freak baby as my own, if it's even mine? Delic's footsteps were fast approaching, the churning sickness in your gut sending you scampering back to the orphanage, shaking uncontrollably. You never saw Delic again, rumors circulating that he left the town to seek his fortune, and Nualia stopped appearing in public. Old memories, a boy's memories, repressed and half forgotten, rise up in you, but now you have the strength and will to weather them as the final darkest piece of the puzzle slips into place. Late at night, in the cathedral, your refuge, the place closest to your heart and most comforting, you sat praying when a terrible shriek of pain from the chambers where Father Tobin and Nualia lived drew you closer. Hobbling toward the sounds of agony, steeling your resolve as you drew to the hallway, finding the door to Nualia's room cracked open. A crowd of Desnan midwives crowded around a bed, Nualia screaming in horrible pain before collapsing unconscious, and a moment later the gasps of the midwives. The 8 scrolls, what's wrong with it? One asked, as another stumbled back, knocking a pitcher of water to the floor with a shatter. Follow a hunch, but bear the consequences. Once again, instead of the sweet hum of new life, you taste only the acrid sting of something dead, something twisted, something foul. Father Azakian Tobin's voice carried out firm and clear. Burn it. You awaken from your reverie, shaken from the experience. Part dream, part memory, part vision of the past, yet you feel certain that the hand of the divine is responsible, parting the fog of your thoughts to show you this moment, and that all of it is the truth. What you do with that knowledge is up to you. I think we can return
Sure, yeah.
to the table.
And
Like 3 sections. You have
Hey.
like 8 hours of adventure time, 8 hours of sleep time,
You're
and
back?
8 hours miscellaneous time.
We're back.
hey,
Let me grab Zoo.
I do have a quick question about that though, doll.
Okay.
Is that something that comes to me as of like last night, or is that something that I'm like just thinking about as the time went on?
I think that while they prepare the elixir,
Gotcha.
it sort of flows back to you. I think seeing this shrine, it feels like all of that slowly has come back to you. The deeper and deeper you've gone down into this Thistletop
Okay.
fortress.
So just little bits and pieces as time has gone on. Okay.
Yeah, but I think that they didn't fully clarify till you actually had a moment to stop and think about it. You guys have been you've had other things you had to focus on, but while you're here waiting for them to finish the elixir of love, which I think took like an hour and a half or something like that, or like an hour or whatever, that's when it really kind of came back to your thoughts.
Sure.
All right. So, you guys finish making the elixir of love, and Oric Van Kaskerkin takes it from you and tucks it into a pocket and kind of readies his shield and bastard sword. He says, "All right, I suppose we ought to have done with this." And he just
Well,
kind of like looks around for a consensus.
Yeah, I think you probably know the way down here better than we do. Where should we go first, guys?
As long as it means you won't hit me anymore.
I lift up the elixir to Auric and I hand it to him and say, oh, okay, so here's the potion. I do have to warn you that in order for it to work, you have to be the first person she sees after she drinks it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and be careful with it. That glass is not very well tempered.
If she sees anyone else, they will be the person that she falls in love with, not you. And all of your plans for her or for Larry, they're not gonna fall through. She's gonna want to fuck the other person instead of you. It won't work very well.
Can they love their own reflection?
Well, he looks at you guys, says, "Can they?"
Uh,
You don't think so? It doesn't make you stupid. You don't forget what reflections are.
the person will love the first other person they see in their reflection unless they're really fucking dumb. Is not gonna count as another person.
Well, that won't make a difference for Lyra. She's quite intelligent. I'm certain that that once I give her this and she sees me, everything else will follow from there. Since the real question is what to do about Nualia. If you all have not encountered her up here, she usually spends most of her time in that studying room to the north, and if she's not there, then she must have caught wind of you all in the fortress or something and gone down below.
Well, I
Or
don't see how that's
Nualia.
possible. We're all very sneaky.
Cardi looks over at Raymond and says,
He's just grinning from ear to ear.
"You do remember the point where we killed all the goblins in the castle above, and then spent the night in the fucking castle, do we?"
Yeah, and nobody found us there. Like I said, incredibly
There were a
stealthy.
number of explosions.
I have a feeling that
I mentioned the goblin screams.
yeah. I have a feeling that if Lyree's no longer there, she would have gone down to join Walia, or perhaps they may have already escaped. I think that there's an opening to the east, even on the level below. Although I'll admit I've only gone down there once.
I do remember we found that secret passageway, and I think I might have noticed a secret passageway up further in the castle too.
He's talking about an opening in this rock to the east. I don't think you guys have seen it from that angle.
I can't see anything at all right now.
Oh. I did change your token.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I didn't touch mine, I swear.
I didn't mess with yours either, though. Can you not see anything?
No, mine is working, but
Oh, okay.
usually mine is the cause of many problems, so.
Because she is the
No.
light source.
I had... What about that one?
Nothing
No?
yet. I don't see anything yet.
You can't. What the... All I did was give you a new token.
Does that token have sight?
I followed your tutorial, so I blame you.
That's
It does not. What about now?
Yep.
Okay. You're good?
Yeah, I can see.
Alright, cool.
You want to refresh that token on the character sheet for me so that next time I have sight also?
That's a good point. Don't want to have to go through this for a fifth time.
I'm just thinking ahead for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we should be good. What was the last thing we were talking about? Now I
love
forget.
potions.
What to do about Noalia?
And where
Yeah.
they might be.
Yeah. Oryx says, well, to be honest, I've only been down there once and not for long. Something's wrong down there. I can just feel it in my bones. I don't know that there are any others. I don't believe any goblins were allowed down there. They tend to break things. I believe that Lyri and Nualia have been excavating artifacts and some sort of Thassalalian items and texts from below.
Just pulls a
Car-
dildo out
car-
of his mouth.
Cardi just like looks up at Vanya and says, "Surely him at Thessalonian."
That's what I
I'm
said.
just
Like disappointed in the fact that he could butcher the name so much.
It's literally not that hard.
Yeah, he looked like he was having a
It's
stroke
only
as he
5
said
syllables.
it.
It's only 5 syllables.
Sounded like he had basically a cucumber in his mouth all the way.
What
As
a,
he-
what a
like he
stupid-
said it as he took it out.
Why not pick something that makes more sense and rolls off the tongue better, like Van Kaskerkin? He looks at you only and says, well, there's these stairs here, and believe that there was some entrance through the study, although I never went that way.
You don't happen to know if there are any more like goblins or monsters anywhere down here that might be following us if we go pursue Nualia, do you?
Well, I understand you've already taken care of Bruthasmus and those wretched wives of War Chief Ripnugget.
Yeah, in the other room.
There's a tentamort. At least that's what Lyri called it. A beast. On the east, there's sort of a collapsed cave system that this creature remains in. All I know for certain is that they seem to feed goblins to it from time to time.
What would I roll to recognize what he did?
Yeah,
like,
that was
the
my
name?
question.
Was it nature or dungeoneering, arcana?
Roll me nature.
Would religion be acceptable also or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's not undead.
Good job, Clive.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. All right. Oh, what are aberrations? Is that Arcana?
Dungeoneering.
That's Dungeoneering. Okay. Well, that was a really good knowledge nature, so I'm just gonna give it to you. Okay. Yeah. A Tentamort. You know them as dark blue creatures with conical bodies covered in angry red eyes, with numerous tentacles. Two of which are longer than the rest that they sort of use to reach out and grab things. I think you know them as being kind of slow, lumbering, sea-based creatures that like to grab stuff with their tentacles and constrict them. I guess you can ask me 2 questions as well.
I'm trying to think since we might not encounter it. Well, I guess first question would be does it have any special abilities?
Yes, you know that that it poisons things that it grabs in its tentacles.
Okay.
With stings, kind of like somewhat like a jellyfish sting, but it usually it usually hurts constitution of whoever it grabs.
Okay. Any input on another question to ask?
Like weakest saves.
Weakest saves is often good. It's usually It's usually better when you have spells that can target different saves. But that's not bad. If you guys want to know that. Special attacks is one that we often ask for.
Do you
Yeah.
get to know what DR is, or is that not a thing?
Special defenses.
Oh, okay.
You could add a CR or DR. Did you say?
DR.
Yeah, if you want to know like special defenses, that would encompass or that would include like DR or resistance, stuff like that.
I'm thinking just special attacks, and then I'm assuming this would come with the knowledge of what it was. Is it like a large creature, or a small thing, or
It is a medium aberration. It is
Okay.
a neutral medium aberration. So what I'll give you is that it likes to attack with its tentacles, and it will attack and grab at the same time, which causes whoever is grabbed to make a save against the sting. And it can constrict as it's got them grappled.
Okay. So Blythe will kind of think about that, and like her face will get kind of scrunched up as she's trying to remember, and she'll be like, "Oh, those are the big tentacle-y thingies with the eyes all. Oh, yeah, those are gross.
Oh,
They
it's
have
like
this
calamari.
with extra poison, and they're pretty big. They're like people-sized, and they just
Some
grab
squids are
people and
people-sized.
pull them in, and
Are you sure it's not a
not
squid?
good. No, it's got way too many eyes.
Mm.
Like
Actually,
a
I think
lot
with
of
the 23,
eyes.
I'd probably know very similar things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perhaps, so maybe it was not a bunyip we heard down there. Or maybe there's also a bunyip as well.
I don't know.
you guys see that?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really pretty, but
That is
also
a
very
tentacle.
creepy.
It's sort of a squid-like
Mhm.
creature, but it doesn't reside in the ocean, as far as you know. Vanya, I would also give you, since you rolled well, you know that it has all-around vision from having a million eyeballs all over it. You also know that it's got blind sense and dark vision.
The thing will likely know we're coming before we see it. We should be careful once we enter its domain.
Maybe we should just avoid it then? I mean, it sounds like. I mean, I don't think we want to get anywhere close to it. Like, it touches you, and that poison just, like, weakens your whole resolve.
Yeah, that'll be a note for me, dog.
And we kind of.
Dog.
We don't do so well with things that are far away.
Oryx says,
It doesn't
Ask
sound like
me.
it's going to be exploring the castle very much, so I think we
Yeah.
might need to stay clear.
if you're asking me, you haven't done too well with things that are close to you either, he says, and he kind of gives you like just the barest hint of like a grin.
I don't know. I feel like we maybe had you on the ropes.
I mean, in the event we do see it, we have the goblins in the other room. If that's what it likes, we could,
I don't
Sounds
believe.
Friend
like we
it.
can use our resources to distract it as we sneak by. I like your thinking.
Ooh, we could tantalize it with a baby.
He looks at you and he just says,
Oh.
"No, straight up no. I know that I might not be the best guy, but we ain't feeding that thing a baby."
Well,
it's a goblin.
well,
Does that
I
matter?
thought you said a baby.
well, it's a baby goblin, but I wasn't
In her
saying
defense,
feed
it
it
is
to
the
baby.
most transportable of the goblins.
And and to be honest, I'm not gonna let you. So
So we'll just leave that to
From
the
a
east,
resource
and we'll
expenditure
go
standpoint.
underground further where it's not, right? And she'll kind of look at Oric, like, it's not further down, right?
What's not further down?
The
No, the tent of what's on this level. That's
Okay.
and-
So we'll just ignore it. We'll just let it do its thing over there.
maybe now would be a good time to go through that door that we found that we probably weren't supposed to.
that secret door in where all the artifacts are. That might be a good idea. But I actually,
Secret
before we
door?
do that,
Yeah, we found
Yeah.
a door in I think it was it Nualia's room. At
It
that
was in
point?
the room with the planning and all
Oh,
the
study.
diagrams.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looked like a
yes.
war room.
Yes,
Oh.
that must be the one that Lyrie had hinted about.
Before we go down further, I did want to check one thing. I remember seeing something upstairs. Do you all remember that privy?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well,
Why?
when well, I've been thinking about it, and we found that secret door here on this level. But I think I might have noticed something up there. We should check that one out first, just in case.
You want to
Okay.
go back to the smelly goblin toilet.
Not for that purpose. I can make it smell better if you'd like.
That'd be really. You can do that? Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
This whole place.
You've
could be so
literally
much
watched me
better.
do it 100 times.
I mean, she probably didn't know what you were doing, though.
Still
enough.
fascinated.
Hmm.
Cardi just like casts prestidigitation on like Oryx's sword and cleans off Damon's blood.
Ah, thank you.
Sorry, Damon, you're not getting that back.
That's okay.
Okay, I guess we can go look at the
Yes,
toilet.
Yeah.
Side note:
lead on.
I have in my notes that because of my dwarven abilities, I was supposed to have found that secret door and didn't.
Yes, I didn't know you could do that.
What for
when
the
you guys had-
stone sense or whatever.
Okay. So you guys go back out the way that you came, I guess. Which would take
Yeah.
you to where you are now.
With tiny
I
Damon.
investigate. I cast prestidigitation on the really smelly pretty.
Okay. I don't. How much space of shit does that dissipate? I don't know that you could get all of it.
It's gonna be
but
here
sure.
a while.
We
You
just
get
sit and
most of
wait.
it.
I cast it
Does
on like the
anyone have any
walls to make the
tobacco?
walls smell better.
Okay.
That way, but like I don't worry necessarily about cleaning up the shit everywhere.
Okay.
I hold up one of my potion vials to Blythe. Here, smell this. It will, it'll help with the smell.
Okay. She sniffs it and then like it's way more powerful than she thought, and she's like
Yeah,
lightheaded.
I know it's terrible, isn't it? I would never sniff that directly.
As
You should have. You told me
It
that.
It doesn't smell like shit though.
uh,
That's true.
I have to drink this stuff.
as you clean the wall off, you can see now much more clearly that there is kind of a seam in the wall behind the privy.
Ah, here it is. I found it, and I.
Oh, wonderful.
What?
Is it
can't
is it a
keep
Virgin Mary?
falling down
Is
the
it a poop
toilet.
Virgin
I
Mary?
swear to God, if you open up that wall and more poop falls out, I'm just going to leave you here.
Yes, I'm not going to have a repeat of our times in Magnamar.
There is not
about
a
that
pile
later.
of poop, but there does appear to be an old sea chest. It looks ancient.
Hmm.
Oh
Well.
boy.
This isn't what I was expecting, but I cast spellcraft on it, or I cast detect magic on it, and then use spellcraft to see if I notice any possible curses, because old sea chests scare me.
You don't detect.
Oh.
You don't detect any magic on it.
Oh wow.
It's like an old chest with a rusty lock.
Hmm. Well, not very useful at getting open locks. Damon, do you think you might be able to hit this thing really hard?
Give me
Yes, maybe.
perceptions. Whoever's interacting with this chest.
Oh, I'm not
Okay.
close enough. Never mind.
Ooh. Ooh, what do my tiny eyes see?
This small, foul-smelling room features little more than a reeking hole in the ground. Oh no, that's the. Okay, so for the chest, Damon, as you're walking up and you look at it, you think you see like it occurs to you that this chest was like very well hidden behind this privy, and as you look just a touch closer, you see the tip of a spike kind of poking out, and you suddenly realize this chest is probably trapped. Um, as you examine it more closely, you notice a filthy slasher trap. It looks like there's a scything blade that is going to spring out and slash you if you try to break open the lock or pick it.
Well, I don't think this is a very good thing for me to touch. It's got some sharp blades and some trap name that I don't dare try to attempt to announce.
Filthy slasher?
Filthy slasher? Is that what it's? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard
I
something
mean, I don't
else.
know. I know your is probably your dump stat, but
I know. I heard something else. Okay. Yeah.
it's not a Van Casterkin trap.
It's a greasy strangler trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if one of you guys could disable it, I'm
Not
will
my
do
wheel.
it. I prefer not to lose more of my blood, you know. 'Cause I already lost
Can't
it.
you just like stand really far back and throw something at it? And like trigger it?
You know, Roman? That's a great idea for you to try.
You've got the spear. Could you do the thing with then she kind of pantomimes with the spear.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I could do that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like make one of the goblins open it?
Yeah. Okay.
That seems I'm not very comfortable with that.
No, the goblins on your spear. Like the
I mean,
never mind.
they're not puppets. I
Not
can't-
yet.
I
I
can't.
have some ideas about that.
Oh
that's-
God.
That's wonderful.
What have we
Yes.
begun?
Um,
Okay.
That sounds like necromancy, and I'm gonna overlook it for now. But you know, if that goes a little
No,
farther,
It's not
I don't.
necromancy. It's alchemy.
Ooh, I like that.
It's necroalchemy.
I'm not
Very
sure there's a distinction, but Vanya, why don't you step out of the room for a minute? And
I'm not in
Roymond,
the.
Roymond, he is on my screen.
Cardi? You mean?
Oh shit,
Who?
it's
Oh.
Cardi. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get them mixed up.
Oh, so
That your
insulting.
Stuff with Cardi?
No.
No, he.
No.
well, Cardi
Vanya and
Vanya.
Cardi.
Oh, I see.
So Roymond is going to basically stand around the corner to this room with his spear in one hand
Okay.
and try to like pry the top of the chest open. By kind
Okay.
of- so like I'm wedging my spear into the like the gap between the lid and the bottom of the lock and just giving it a twist to try to pry
Yeah.
it open.
Okay. So you press the tip of your spear into the seam, and you kind of jiggle up and down. And at first, nothing seems to happen. But then as you kind of give it one hard shove, you hear a click from inside, and this scythe comes like swinging out from under the seam. And you get the sense that like if your hand was like near that lock, it would slice right through it. Luckily, one of the goblins on the tip of your spear at that moment says, "Ha! I was faking." The scythe cleaves directly into his head, and you kind of pry him off of it. But the lock seems to have tripped, and you now think that you could bash it off without any danger.
See, Roman. Smart man, smart.
Sometimes I have good ideas. Yeah.
You did use a goblin. See, I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
The goblin still has half of a rusty scythe sticking from between his eyes.
I'm impressed by its longevity.
Perhaps now you can go ahead and use your strength to bust open that
Mm.
lock. David.
All right.
Maybe
Roman,
we should make
step
sure the rest of them are
aside.
dead.
Just give me a strength check. Or a melee attack. Either one's fine.
Fuck.
It's an old rusty lock.
I think I
Whole
got
football
tetanus.
injury starts acting up.
You slip in goblin shit, and fall directly into more goblin shit.
Damon.
Oh,
You think you got
That
someone?
is terrible.
Cardi begins casting prestidigitation on his shoes and Royman's shoes, who are no doubtedly covered in splash damage.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, here, I'll give
Splash
it a try.
damage.
You go over there. Oh
Goblin
god.
shit. It definitely inflicts splash damage.
Yeah.
Non-lethal.
It is
Here,
the
here.
foulest.
Let's here, and Roman will try to kind of lift the chest up and like haul it out of the privy room.
It's
So
very heavy, and
embarrassed.
you can't lift it. But you come up with a nifty idea, and you tie a rope around the chest, and then attach the rope to your backpack, and suddenly somehow
Gosh.
weightless.
Can I drag it?
Yeah, you can you can haul it up out of there.
Okay.
Vanya's busy huffing mutagen fumes.
I
Mhm.
Here,
will.
Vanya, swap places. I'll open the chest.
I will haul the
Oh,
chest
please.
into the hallway, so it is in the
Yes.
same space as where I am at right now.
You can take a 10 to strength checks or disable device or whatever, since you've got plenty of time to try to pop this thing open.
I don't have disabled device, but I would be happy to do a strength check.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do a strength check too.
Okay. You
Dude, I
can
have a
take
Do you wanna
+2 on
assist,
disabled
Norman?
device.
If I take a 10, it'll be a
What?
12.
Mine will be a 14 if I take a 10.
Yeah,
Mine's
yeah.
also 14.
Y'all assist each other.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
help.
just
You assist
just
me.
assist each other. You guys all pry your weapons in, and using the force of leverage and physics that Vanya knows about, which I don't think any of you guys.
Suddenly
It's
there's a
Mhm.
montage where Vanya just has chalk and she's like diagramming on the fucking cave wall
Yeah.
to teach us
Yeah.
how to open a chest with our weapons.
It's like way too complicated. But none of you guys have heard of this this strange arcane alchemy of leverage and physics. But
Yeah.
Vanya seems to be confident,
Yeah.
and you're able to pop it open.
Vanya's like doing out like full derivatives on the.
Yeah.
the whole kinematic
There's-
equation.
There's logarithms.
Yeah.
They don't even exist yet.
Yeah.
But she invented them. Inside the chest lies quite a bit more treasure. You actually realize that you haven't really found all that much worthwhile treasure here at Thistletop, especially even for a goblin tribe. But one like this, you would probably have expected to find more wealth. In here, you find the accumulated wealth of the Thistletop tribe, culled from junkyards, shipwrecks, ambushed merchants, and unfortunate rival goblin tribes over the past decade or so. This collection consists of an unorganized pile of 7,432 copper,
Wait, say that number again.
7,432 copper,
Okay.
2,490 silver,
Okay.
89 gold,
Okay.
and 3 platinum pieces.
Cool.
You also find a leather pouch full of badly flawed green gems that I think you guys, probably the caster people, would recognize as malachites. And-
Praise.
Yeah, praise it.
24.
Oh yeah, you think that you could easily, even flawed in this state, you could get a gold apiece.
Nice.
How many are there?
34.
Okay.
You find a medium chain shirt, a medium masterwork scimitar that looks like it was probably off of some old pirate or sailor. And ordinarily most of it would have rusted by now, but this one looks like it's of such fine make that it's retained its usefulness. There's a little inscription JJ on the side. A pair of masterwork manacles, a gold holy symbol of Sarenrae. The gold holy symbol of Sarenrae. Give me an appraise on that. Or a knowledge religion I'd even take.
19.
That's pretty good. Oh, Cardi.
There
yeah.
you go.
You think you get 100 gold for that for sure.
Would you all mind if I just held on to that? That's pretty nice.
Not at all. Is this your god?
Well,
One of them.
I guess you could say it's one of them.
Ah. Very well. Here you go. Hold on to that. It's rather valuable. Looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
There's also a jade necklace and a fine blue silk gown with silver trim. And Cardi, with your nat 20, I'll give you the jade necklace. You know, is worth 60 gold.
Okay.
And yeah, fuck it. You recognize the fine blue silk gown with silver trim as being worth about 150. Somehow I get the sense that of everybody in the party that would know the inherent value of a really nice silk gown, Cardi is probably at the top of that list.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, I also I am a craft. Like I create. Like I'm wearing
Yeah.
silk right now. Like.
Yeah, and you guys also have a fair bit of experience in mercantile endeavors. So, sure, let's go with that.
I hold up the chain shirt and say, "This looks pretty nice. Does anybody, well, any of y'all that wear armor,
Well,
a
Royman
bit
looks
heavy
down
for
at
me.
his scale mail and he's like, I don't know if that would really be more protection than what I have already.
no?
Yeah, I
actually,
just bought this new breastplate. I'm pretty good. But thank you.
How about you, Damon?
Mm,
What's special about the chain shirt? Is it just a regular chain
Nothing.
shirt?
It's just medium chain shirt. I don't know what everyone's wearing.
I'm actually good, thank you, though.
Cool. Well, this scimitar here looks like it'll sell for a pretty penny unless any of y'all use it. But I think y'all are pretty handy with your weapons.
Yeah,
I like to think so.
I have a few already.
Cool.
Like, Royman just like, you can hear jingling on his back.
Yeah. Cardi picks up the manacles.
I think those would be very useful.
Mhm.
Especially for our friend, is it Auric?
I thought we were friends. Do you think? Oh.
No, but I
okay.
mean for the application of his love potion. Having manacles
Oh.
would probably be useful.
The more I think
But he
about
has
it,
a
the
love
more uncomfortable his whole situation seems. I'm not really keen on the idea of love potions in the first place.
He's here still. Like he's with us.
I'm just at the bottom of the stairs, but I can hear you guys. The DC to perceive a whispered conversation's very low.
I maintain my statement. You have the potion though, so
Yeah, that's true. Deal's a deal.
it's a beneficial deal. We don't have to like it.
Cardi says, "Well, I mean, if it'll help him get Larry to drink the potion, I think that we should probably just hand these to him."
Well, we don't know where we might need them for. I think we can. We found them. It's they're ours.
Yes,
Well,
some
use
of us
them as
dug through
needed.
shit to get them.
Yeah. That
Fair
was
enough.
you could say that was an ordeal. And he looks over at Damon and just kind of.
Oh, Damon. Oh,
Big
sorry. You are
play.
still covered in-
I've seen cleaner horse barns. You all are
still covered
disgusting.
in shite. Let me clean you off unless you like.
No, I don't. That's not my thing.
I think that's. I
Cardi
wouldn't know the
begins, like,
difference.
Casting prestidigitation on Damon, and like all of, like after like probably 4 or 5 minutes of casting like repeatedly over and over and over, Damon
just
probably
keeps
smells
coming
better
out.
than he's ever smelled before.
Yeah.
He still smells like a rotten peach.
No, he still.
Rotten peach would probably.
I get to
Pretty
choose what he
sweet.
smells like. He smells like fucking roses.
Yeah.
Roses stink.
What rose have you been
Yeah.
smelling?
What?
The ones that are outside my door of my house. I don't like the smells of flowers. I don't like floral scents. So maybe
can relate to
that's
that.
a bias.
That sounds like a bias. I'm glad you have
It
self-awareness
sounds like
in
the
that.
beginning of
Yeah.
a villain backstory. I hate
They made me
flowers.
smell
Don't ruin his
roses
character arc.
every day. That's why I decided to build the Derosinator.
I don't like the smell of flowers. I'll kill all the bees. and there won't
Unleash
be
the
any
petals
flowers.
of devastation.
Good lord.
He's made it his mission to destroy all perfumes based on floral scents.
Okay.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts. That's my origin stories. I bust up the perfume counters wearing like a weird flower mask,
Oh my
and
god.
then eventually, yeah.
Anyway.
Sidetracked.
Yeah, we
I normally like to give you guys a long leash, but I didn't know you were gonna hang yourselves with it.
But whoa there.
Cardes says, well, I'm glad we found that, but it's not the secret entrance that I was hoping for. That might lead us further into the compound. Perhaps we best go back downstairs into the water room and go down that one that we found earlier.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, aren't we going to the war room?
Well, I'll
Yeah.
take you guys.
Okay.
I'll take you there.
Oh, okay.
It's upstairs.
Wait. To the
It's
war
closer
room?
to the entrance.
Yeah,
is
the
it the
room with all the
entrance to this level?
diagrams
It's like,
That
where
was
they
in
were like
here.
planning things.
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
room. We go in.
Yep, secret door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go in here. Go in secret door.
Yep.
Yeah, we pull out all the shims and the braces that we put in there,
Yep.
and
Yeah. Okay. Before you guys go down, Oric says, it's been a little bit since I've been down there, but I know for a fact that there is a trap at some point at the bottom. One of the goblins found it when we were first exploring that level. Well, I say he
But you-
found it.
he walked into it.
He walked into
So
it.
would his body still be there by chance?
Well, I believe that Nualia managed to figure out how it worked and reset it, but
Oh,
I'll point it out to you when we get down, but
Is
we
there
might want to
anything
stay
else
on our
we-
guard.
what
Is
kind
that
of
any-
trap is it?
It was a spot in the floor. I think it was a pressure plate of some kind, and bars would shoot down from the ceiling and trap one inside, and while the statues on either side of it would attack inside the cage, and I think the floor dropped out. It was a doozy.
Damn, that's
It's terrifying.
Overkill, in my
that's
opinion.
yeah, that's very complicated and intricate.
Did you see the
Yeah.
statue
Wasted on the goblin.
came alive and killed him?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Did you see the statues came alive and killed him?
I don't think that they were alive. I think that they were
Some sort of
mechanical. Yeah, I think that it was some sort of mechanical apparatus, and they were designed to appear to be normal statues, but through some mechanism they would swing their weapons into the cage.
Although,
Oh.
given the amount of the other runes that we have seen, we should not discount magical traps as well.
Well, yeah, didn't you guys say that the Thessalonians were very they did a lot of combinations of machinery and magic?
Yes, supremely talented in both engineering and the arcane.
Hmm.
Is there anything
That's-
on this level that might be of use to us?
He kind of strokes his chin and thinks about it. He says, well, most of it was goblin storage junk. There's a room with a bunch of crates and barrels and looked like garbage to me. I believe it was scavenged from Junk Beach under Thistletop, or under Thistletop, under Sandpoint. I don't believe it was anything of any real value. There was a goblin that was wearing some nice equipment. I believe he was some sort of warrior, and he tried to kill the Tentamort, but Tentamort's still there. And so was his equipment, but I don't believe he is, if that answers your question.
I think we
I
best save
suppose.
killing the Tentamort until another another day.
Yeah.
He's gonna come kill us.
Yes,
So
we're
I'd
we
rather
don't
not
have a
fight a
lot.
Tentamort for some goblin gear.
Yeah. I don't believe there's anything else that I had noticed.
well. I
Well,
suppose we
down
should
we go
proceed
then.
then.
All right.
You want to lead the way since you know where the trap is?
Make a diplomacy check.
That does sound like a good idea.
I will assist.
Me too. I will also assist.
Okay. And
I'll
role play.
lead it.
How are you trying to convince this guy to do it?
She
I
would
will
just
not
ask
drag
him
you down.
straight up. Like she sees nothing wrong with asking. Like he knows.
Oh,
Yeah, that RP was equivalent to your role, I think.
Like
Lol.
I
Did that-
didn't see anything
the flavor
wrong with
of it?
asking him to lead. Like it.
Yeah.
Party seeing this is like, Ulrich, you know your way around on there a lot better than my friends, and I think that if we're gonna go down, and after all, Larry needs to see you first anyway. There's so many things, and perhaps you might be doing us a favor if you could lead the way.
Oh yeah, if you talk to Lyrie first, that'd be way easier.
Goddamn, I will get.
Well,
Whoa.
I do think it's a good idea, but I won't blame you if you don't want to go first.
Guilt trip option, yes.
Okay.
oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Goddamn.
Wow.
All
You
of us
have
rolled
plus
below
9 and
seven.
everything.
Oh man, these rolls are poopy.
I mean, Blythe's not a
Statistically
charisma
speaking,
character.
with your shield, you are the most likely to.
I mean,
survive.
you are the
Fucking,
strongest amongst us. So
Oh, damaging it. Jesus.
Oh my
Gee.
gosh.
Well, you rolled a 15. You just have a -2 to diplomacy.
Yeah, because I am not nice.
Same.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm gonna consult the table. I was. Let's see. Convince the DC to get somebody to do something.
I think it's probably at least a 15.
I would guess it would be a
Yeah.
15.
I feel like Damon doesn't even need to try. No
Uh,
offense, but
strong
Metal
man
man first,
hurt
not hurt
me.
so
You
big.
go first. Precisely.
Yeah. So indifferent would be 15 plus the character's charisma modifier, and making a request would be a +5 on top of that. So would be at least give lengthy or complicated aid, and maybe give dangerous aid.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would say 15 would be what I was looking for there. He's gonna say, well, I appreciate this sentiment, but if it's all the same to you, I'm really only here for Lyrie. I'd prefer. I'll go second,
okay.
and I'll point out the traps to you.
As long as you can do
Well,
that.
trap.
I thought
Happy to.
Damon, how are you feeling? Or should I go first? Or
I look at myself. The poop's off me, but I still am bleeding.
what's your health at? I'm at
13 out of
16.
35.
Okay, so yeah, you're worse.
Not very good.
Yeah.
Wyman, do you
That
want to
mean
go?
guy
Or
stabbed me
I
too
can,
many times.
I can go. Okay.
Okay. He's gonna say, now, before we head down there, it looks like it's been long enough that Lyrie hasn't returned and no one's come up. I think it's very likely that they're expecting some sort of opposition. Is everyone prepared?
oh,
No.
um,
She kind of looks at the wounds he inflicted, and she's like, eh.
You were very mean to us.
Although I don't have much of my my magical power left.
He kind of looks over and he says, I guess I did kind of do a number on you, didn't I?
I mean, we hadn't like gotten to know each other yet. I guess.
Well, I did think you guys were coming in to murder me, which I think maybe you actually were. That guy took a couple good swings at me with
We
his
didn't murder
greatsword.
anyone, sir.
Well, you tried to kill me.
You're the one
Anyway,
that-
we're getting off base.
He attacked first.
Well, you tried to force your way into my room, and I heard screaming and
He opened the door.
slashing. No, Blythe tried to open the door
Oh,
to his room.
I thought he like burst it open and
He
attacked.
did.
He did. She opened under the latch and kind of gave it a slight.
She was starting to open the door, and he.
Okay, so imagine you walk up to like, okay, you're going through this thing and just doors after doors after doors in every single hallway, and you like go into one, and you turn the handle, and all of a sudden a man pops out and attacks you. What are you supposed to do?
I mean, that's true, but you just killed his coworker.
No,
We
did not.
didn't. We
He
did
is
not
Or
kill
you
his
just-
coworker.
You just savagely beat his coworker to a
Incapacitated.
And
Oh,
set
yeah.
him on fire.
You guys are literally raiding the fortress. Like, I think his assumption that you guys were there, probably it is to not be friendly with them was not totally off base.
Mhm.
He didn't just attack you in an inn.
Well, we probably
He says,
we probably
you all
don't have
got-
time to rest up or anything.
Can they leave? Is there another exit like down that way?
yes, there's the door that I told you about in the room outside of where you had taken down Bruthasmus, where we had originally congregated. There's a pair of stairs that go down that way. I haven't gone through that way, or in some time,
But that's the only other one, and this one.
as far as I know.
Okay.
Well, hopefully they will assume that we haven't found this passageway, and we will surprise them.
That's
By
probably
not
a good
coming
bet.
down the more obvious path.
Yes,
how are you feeling?
I'm a little beat up, but I could probably tangle a little bit.
Okay,
I have most of my bombs.
that's good.
She
Those
says,
are very
smiling.
helpful.
I
Just
think you
runs a
might be needing
fingernail
to
across the glass vials. Ding 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 ding.
Yep.
I think you might be needing to use them. I've pretty much got like one spell left in me after crafting that potion.
So do I.
Um,
One more healing extract.
Raymond will come up and like put a hand on Blythe's shoulder, from way down below.
Yes,
got
it. And he will lifelink her briefly.
Okay.
And then I'll dismiss it after you
Okay.
heal for 10.
Auric reaches into his pouch and he says, well, if we're gonna be going up against Nualia, I guess I'd better drink this first. And he reaches into his pouch, pulls out a potion of cure moderate wounds, and slugs it back.
Yeah, and can you take
Oof.
care of Lyrie too? Oh gosh.
Isn't it 2d8 plus 3?
It
should
is,
be, yeah.
but I just rolled
Okay.
2d8, and then I'll add the 3.
Doesn't look like it was a very good potion.
He goes, ugh! I think some of that.
Shit got in there.
I think the taste of that. Maybe they took this off one of them goblins. I don't know.
Here, smell this.
What did he just smell? He just instantly.
Yeah, it was my mutagen.
He just goes. Oh, what is that?
Oh, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Well,
It smells like Gatorade and burnt hair.
Should take your mind off the potion.
Yeah, actually, that does feel a little better. And he kind of like moves his shoulders up and down. He says, "Well, I feel a bit better now." And you guys see that one of the cuts, though, I think the only cut that Damon had managed to land on him, seems to kind of heal up much nicer, and it looks almost good as new.
And Royman drinks the only potion he has left.
You guys got 3 potion of cure moderate wounds off the commandos up top.
And they're all gone now.
They're
I
all
think
gone.
Norman drank all of them.
I
Oh.
sure did.
Yeah, I gave him my last one.
I gave him
okay.
mine.
Session.
All right.
I guess this is as ready as we're gonna be. Tardy, Vanya, is there anything in this room that could help you? I know there were lots of magic-y stuff.
Did
There's
we
enough
find
wood in
anything?
here, we could try to smoke them out.
Did we find any magic stuff in this room? I forget.
There were
I
notes.
remember it's like all
There were
artifacts.
just
Artifacts?
notes and artifacts and things.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no like magical
Interesting,
items.
yes. Useful, not exactly.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, how many potions? You guys have like chewed through a bunch then, I guess, because I was like, I think you got one
We
off the
don't
War
do well
Chanter,
in
3
combat.
commandos. Yeah.
We get the shit kicked out of
We're
us
bad
Yeah.
at this
every
game.
time.
Yeah, that, interesting. Well,
For
it'll be
sure,
interesting to see.
one of us is gonna die. Like, maybe not now, but at some point in this campaign, one of us is losing a character.
Maybe.
Oryx says, hey, looking around, he says, well, I can see you're all pretty badly beat up. Tell you what, for an extra 10 gold, I'll take the lead. And he
I'm fine with that. How much money do I have? She says, kind of
So
rummaging in her
everybody
pocket.
immediately checks their character sheets.
Royman's pouch is just like bursting with 7,000 copper and 2,000 silver.
Oh, yeah.
You guys just looted
Uh,
upstairs. And he's he's like, oh, I don't know if we have that much gold.
No, it's that he reaches into his pouch and starts counting.
Yeah.
Is that 1,000? What
It's
is it?
1,000
10
copper.
Yeah, I was about to say pay him in copper.
I straight up am about to do that.
Start
I mean-
pulling out stacks
Okay,
of
so
pennies.
I'm gonna subtract 1,000 copper from this
Yep.
party pool then.
Okay.
Roymond takes out a little, a smaller leather coin pouch, and he fills it with 1,000 copper pieces.
Oh. All right. Says, and he kind of goes, ugh, and he throws it into his pack and says, you just carry that around all the time?
Apparently, yes.
All right. He says, well, I guess with this many singles, I know what club I'm heading to after this.
There's
Oh, is that what your armor's made out of?
Perhaps you might want to wait until after your bed, Lyrie. I mean, the potion only lasts for an hour or so.
Listen, I know the potion only lasts for an hour, but an hour's all I need.
Oh,
Once
man.
she gets a taste of this Van Casker and stuff, there ain't no going back.
Oh my.
I
And he
find
kinda
that
gives you a
statistically unlikely.
Cocky grin.
Cardi
I
looks
find
up at,
you statistically unlikely.
Cardi looks up at
Please.
Vanya and says, I think that our fighter friend here is a little bit more handy with the women than you are. Sorry.
That's not a high bar, but I don't think that anything about you gives you this. Anything about Auric gives you the sense that he's a particularly charismatic guy.
Yeah.
Um,
He's not lacking in confidence, at least.
yeah, and he says, "All right then, shall we? Or
Yeah.
is there any further preparations you all would like to make?"
Well, I got my spear. I think I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thanks for the top off, by the way, Raymond.
Sure.
I suppose I will be in the middle.
Can't have you bleeding all over the hallway.
Yes,
All
it'll
right.
be easier to
It
track
has
us.
happened.
Perhaps it's better if you all come in. Try to keep the noise down. If they just see me, I don't think that they'll necessarily think anything's amiss. But if they see all of us coming together, they'll probably know the jig's up.
Right.
Blythe will do the zipper across the mouth motion.
Yep.
Okay. What are your stealth modifiers?
Bad.
Let's start with Vanya, and then we'll just go across the order that the players are in.
That looks like a. Where are we? Ability bonus. It's a +1. It looks like.
Okay.
Oh, were we supposed to have had initiative up?
No.
No.
Oh, why is that up?
I don't
He's just
remember.
asking.
Well, it was still up from.
Oh, it was probably still up
Last.
from Auric, from when you were fighting
Oh.
Auric.
Royman is a healthy +0.
Okay.
So
Cardi's +1.
And covered in scale mail.
Okay. Blythe and Damon,
Shing,
stealth
shing.
mods.
+1.
+2 since this is urban.
Okay. Right.
We are immediately detected. We start to walk down the hallway, and somebody's like, "We know you're up there." Fuck. Whoa, where are we?
I'm putting you
I
guys
lied.
in.
Mine is 0. Sorry, I had to check my sheet again.
Whew, that's a big difference.
I
It's
forgot I
very
had some
strange
damage
going
too.
from. Yeah, it's very strange going from level 11 characters to level 4 characters.
Yeah.
The bonuses, they're just not there.
Yep. They're very low across the board. I'm not used to having less than like a +3 in like anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So Auric leads the way down the stairs, and he seems like he's being relatively cautious about it, but not extraordinarily so. And he gets to the door and he gives one final look back. You guys arrange yourselves in whatever order you want to be proceeding.
I'll be in the middle.
And he says,
I think Blythe will kind of hang back, but suggest that maybe we leave some distance between him and us so they don't see us.
all right.
Raymond, do you want to stand behind me?
yeah, sure.
We'll just, hide around the corner.
How far do we have to go until we reach them?
He says, I don't know for sure, but I don't think it's all that large of a complex down under here. And I think this is the main entrance that Lyri and Nualia use.
She gets her mutagen out and ready.
Mm-hmm. And he walks up to the door and opens it. And you hear his footfalls as he walks in to a smaller a small room. A stone door just around the corner from the steps hangs slightly ajar. The detailed carvings that once covered its surface detailed by chisel marks and hammer blows to the extent that only a few remnants of images, mostly of gemstones and crowns, remain. The floor here is slanted downward toward the west. On this floor, this entire level is sloped downward toward the west. While the canted floor doesn't appreciably impact movement, it does grant creatures a +1 bonus on attack rolls made against foes who stand in squares west of the attacker's square.
Okay.
So I want you guys to keep that in mind. As you guys are kind of, once you get to the bottom of these stairs, you're going like very slightly uphill through the rest of the dungeon.
Blythe kind of peers around the corner. She's like, is it clear?
You hear just a whispered, nothing yet. I'm gonna head up to the next door. You all might you can probably move in.
Nods and moves forward cautiously.
You see a pair of pillars and Auric, and he's moved up to the next door. And he just goes, man, there sure are a lot of doors and hallways in this place. Like, so many doors. It's really, really strange.
I have no idea.
Before we get any further, me and Damon's tokens don't seem to have dark vision. Can you give us that?
I probably didn't refresh or save your default token once you guys had made that adjustment from last time. Do you remember?
I'm a dwarf. I can't make it on my token editor. So
Yeah. Do you remember what the measurements are? Or I might actually just be able to.
It's 60-foot dark vision. But it doesn't count as emitting light. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think I might just save their new tokens here, or save their old tokens and then refresh them. so that they'll be like the ones that we had fixed before.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah, 'cause-
also. Go ahead. Sorry.
It needs to be broken.
Hmm?
His token's broken?
Well, no, like it doesn't have any of the saved stuff from my previous.
Yeah.
Like my health is
Yeah.
gone.
I hadn't. Yeah, the problem is that I hadn't reconnected your token.
Gotcha.
All right, so who's the other one that had this? It's Damon?
Damon should also have dark vision.
Hmm. But I'm where there's surrounded light, so it doesn't affect me.
I think Blythe,
You
like
should
in
still have
character.
it on your token so that when you are in the dark, you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
What's 6? It's just 60 foot. I
60
think we
feet.
just did emit light last time. No, because you have
Oh, yeah.
light.
You can set it to emit light, but just nobody else can see it.
Oh yeah, all
To-
players see light. It's not checked. That's why.
Perfect.
All
I
right.
think Blythe will kind of take her ion stone and kind of hold it and use it more like a flashlight now, since we're trying to be sneaky, instead
Okay.
of letting it just blow the.
All right.
Ah, much better. Cool.
Okay.
Um,
You refreshed. You brought a new token out.
yeah, I brought your token now.
Okay. Yeah.
Damon, your vision's gonna go away for just a second. There you go.
Woo, legit.
Okay. 2 pillars support the ceiling in here. In many places, the stone walls, floor, and ceiling are caked with ancient grime and soot. Alcoves in the north and south wall contain partially damaged statues of a man in robes clutching a book and a glaive. The entire room is canted toward the west, and whatever ancient upheaval caused the complex to tilt knocked the statues from their bases so that now they lean against the western walls of their alcoves. Auric moves up to the door and looks back toward the rest of you as if to wait for you guys to give him the signal.
I will move up with him. Do I see anything of? I'm just gonna take a quick scan around the room as I move up. Do I see anything of note?
No, not really. I mean, it looks. I think it looks. You see, like some claw marks on the floor, as if there was some sort of feline creature in here at some point, but doesn't seem to be any. They look very, very old, and there are no relatively fresh ones.
Okay.
Can I roll like survival to identify the tracks?
Yeah. Or maybe even like a knowledge, maybe like a knowledge nature or something.
I'd assist with that.
Okay.
Survival's higher.
You will need it. Actually, it would be planes. But
Planes.
I would take
But it-
nature if you wanted to do that.
I was just thinking because they were tracks, I might be able to. use
Yeah,
that.
no, that's fine. I think with the nature, you get the sense that there was at one point some sort of huge fanged cat that was trapped in here, or maybe guarding this chamber, but it seems to have dissipated now, and there seems to be no indication of it still being around. But with that really good survival check, I would say it looks like this large cat probably was in some sort of a last stand situation, and there are no new marks, so you can divine from that what you will.
I think they used this room to hold a giant cat.
These
She's
are
just
very
kinda
old
floor.
claw marks.
Some kind. Luckily, looking at the stone, I doubt that we will be encountering it.
Yeah, it's really, really old. She's just kind of distracted by the floor now.
Cardi, connecting the dots, you would probably guess that if it's something like that, and in this sort of a place with these ancient claw marks, it probably wasn't like a natural cat. It probably was like a hell cat, which you would know from your manual as well. Was probably like an evil outsider, sort of a demonic skeletal cat.
I think that this might have been a hellcat, not a regular cat. They're outsiders. They're not really from this plane.
That would explain the
What?
marks.
So they
They're
were like experimenting on it or something?
It was probably summoned here by the Thessalonians who lived here before.
They really didn't fuck around, did they?
No, they did not fuck around. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that.
Yes. Let's maybe get going.
oh,
Okay.
all right. We're doing the thing.
Orc says, yeah, the ruse, the grift, the snatch and grab.
Yeah, the mission.
Oh, the trap. The trap. Is that up ahead?
He nods and he says, this side of this doorway.
Okay.
She had more time to take notes.
Okay. You guys are good?
Yep.
You're giving him the
Mhm.
nod?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. He opens the door. And I think that the pillars
Oh,
have blocked the line of sight just enough. But Damon, you get the faintest glimpse of a small cat kind of perched as Roman faces through the wall. A
was trying to
small
scroll. Sorry.
a small cat at the end. That's okay. A small cat at the end of this hallway, and as you guys are stealthily moving through here, Blythe trips on a piece of rubble, and she's about to fall like smack dab on the ground and make a whole hell of a lot of noise. Just as Auric looks over and he says, "Skiver, it's me. I'm coming through. Could you ask Lyrie to let me in?" And just as Blythe is about to fall and create this huge cacophonous explosion of noise, Damon, you see that she's about to trip, and you just like catch her Mission Impossible style, like 1 inch above the ground, and she doesn't make any noise at all, or almost no noise.
I
gonna put you-
raised that Jason Momoa eyebrow at her.
Yeah.
She turns back and gives you a big thumbs up and tries to, steady herself again.
Yeah. That represents Blythe's nat 1 and Damon's nat 20, which is the only thing that would have saved
Fabulous.
Nice.
you from that situation. So Damon,
Bonnie
you move
gives you
like
a
a
golf
like a shadow, and you just like use your Titanic strength to like fully catch her whole weight
Mm.
and keep her suspended off the ground so she doesn't actually make an impact. You hear a flitter, like a pattering of feet of some small creature as it moves away, and Auric moves up to here and he says, "Lyrie, Nualia, could you let me in? I think there's been some sort of a disturbance above." Oh. Shit.
You gonna get his balls cut off?
What?
Oh, just I was saying, is he like deep shit?
Well, he's right at you see him standing right here.
And this is the trap room.
Mm.
Well, he stops and he asks them to let him in, so it's up to you. You hear a door creak open. I hate having to go to the dynamic lighting layer every time to like do this. And Lyrie moves to, or some. Sorry, I'm like not describing her well. This like kind of tall, statuesque, dark-skinned woman, clothed in these like white robes, moves up to the hallway and looks over at Auric, and she says, "A disturbance above." And Auric says, "Yes, there was. I think the goblins got into some kind of trouble." And you hear him say, "I came down here to protect you." And Lyrie just kind of brushes off. She says, "We were waiting to catch them." And she says, "Fine." And you hear kind of a clank as some sort of thing slots into place. And she says, "Get your ass in here quick. Take position behind one of those in the observation chamber. I'm sure they'll be here soon. We'll surround them and put an end to this so that Nualia and I can finish our work." And you hear a few steps as she moves in. And you just hear speaking in the other room, but I think it's a little far away. And Auric kind of moves down the hallway. And then there's like a brief moment as I think Vanya, maybe you're the only one that can see him before he steps into this well-lit room. He kind of gives a side eye back toward the rest of you.
Vanya will sort of quietly gesture everyone to sort of creep forward.
Royman is gonna like kind of hold his hand up, like a wait motion.
Okay.
And then he'll point to his ears, and then he'll point down the hallway.
Okay. Give me perceptions, I guess, if you guys are trying to eavesdrop, I
Yes.
suppose.
A3.
The eavesdrop DC I hear is,
Real
overhear
easy.
whispered-
Like 5 or something like that.
But we're through stone wall.
No,
Echo.
Well, there's a door at the end. And yeah, you hear the Lyrie and Auric as they're speaking, and Auric says, "I knew I've come to protect you. I'm not sure what's happened up above, but I think that there was some sort of disturbance. I'm He says, "I haven't seen anything that might have happened to Bruthasmus or the rest." And you hear Lyrie say, "Has Tessuto returned?" And I think you detect a minor hint of lurid curiosity as well. And Auric says, "Tessuto, no, he must have abandoned us. I'm certain of it. Abandoned you. I'm the one who's here to keep you safe." And Nualia, you hear this sort of grizzled yet oddly melodic voice say, "Matters not. What's important is that we continue our work here. We put these adventurers, these heroes of Sandpoint to rest for good. If they're foolish enough to challenge me in my own domain, we'll make quick work of them." And Blythe, I think you hear the kind of subtle growl of that you recognize as being that of one of the Yeth hounds that you'd encountered up above.
I hear more of the dogs.
You just hear one.
Okay.
Wonderful.
She says it might be stupid to fight her in her place.
Stereotypically, villains do such things. And Vanya will pop the stopper off her mutagen vial and
Wait.
take it and
Perhaps we best wait and see if Auric follows through and is able to
Yeah.
get Lyrie to drink that potion.
Interesting. All right. Auric, you hear some shuffling, and he takes a swig of some sort of drink, and you just hear him go, and he says, "Lyrie, for what we've got coming, I think it's going to be violent. I know you're not a fan of that. Here, why don't you have a sip of this?" And you hear Lyrie say, "That swill? I'd be more interested in drinking goblin piss." And Oryx says, "No, it's quite good. Just try some." And she kind of just go, "What is it with it? I prefer the finest wines only. I'm not drinking whatever that ale concoction of yours is." And Nualia says, "Enough of this. Lyrie, we must finish our preparations. Um, I suspect that they'll be making their way through Bruthasmus or whoever the rest of the goblins soon if they've made it this far." And you hear what sounds like some sort of chanting.
I think she's doing magic stuff. She's got the words and the chanting sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do I recognize the spell that they're casting?
Let's see. Well, I was looking to see if you guys could even hear them. I think
can roll, but I don't
well,
know.
you
that
could hear them,
matters.
but you don't have spellcraft.
Right. I was gonna
And
say, if Blythe tries to translate.
Cardi and Vanya have spellcraft, but they didn't perceive very well. I'm gonna
That's
say
fair.
that Vanya. Yeah, I don't know how well. I think through maybe. Okay, let's say that Blythe is good enough at sort of recounting their words that since they're common enough spells, it sounds like Nualia has just cast Bull's Strength and Cat's Grace and Shield of Faith. Lyrie. Lyrie has cast Mage Armor. And Auric has cast a glance back down the hall, waiting for his allies to eventually appear.
I mean, he's not in danger.
Apparently not at the
Yeah,
moment.
I think that like when we start identifying the spells, and after hearing that Auric failed miserably to get Lyrie to drink the potion, Cardi's like, I don't think he's gonna succeed in getting that lady of him to drink that potion. Perhaps we better suck it up and go in, and hopefully he'll still be on our side. Although we should
Very well. I've taken my position here to ambush the enemies as soon as they appear. I will definitely ambush the enemies.
I think that's the signal. Go ahead, guys.
Should we wait out
Sounds a
the
bit
magic
convoluted.
stuff?
The magic will last for several minutes, and it sounds like he's ready to go now. If we're gonna keep him as an ally, we better go on his timetable, not ours.
Okay.
Whoops, I drank this elixir of love myself. I'm such a doofus. Now I'm in love with Nualia. Now I'm in love with the Yeth Hound.
Okay.
It's up to you all. Do whatever
about the
you
trap?
want to do.
Trap.
Oh, yeah, actually. You hear Lyrie and Nualia says, "Lyrie, did you reset the trap after Auric joined us?" And Lyrie says, No, mistress, I'm sorry, I forgot. Perhaps I'd better get back to it. And
Blythe will hear that and head down then.
okay. Roll initiative, or I guess take one move action for the rest of you seeing her do this. And decide how you wanna do it. This isn't a surprise round. I'm just saying I'm not gonna say roll initiative. I'm not gonna assume she sprinted to the end of the hallway alone, unless that's what you guys are letting her do.
Yeah, she'll just sort of whisper, she's gonna reset the trap, and then dash off.
Okay.
Cardi is like shooing Damon.
Yeah, I go in after our Oracle.
Okay.
2.
You feel a little click underneath your feet, Vanya, but it seems like whatever contraption had been set to go. You see these two large statues next to you, holding these like cruel scythes, and you think you can actually see. Yeah, this spot probably would have been where whatever that trap was actually went off. It seemed that Auric was telling you the truth. So. Roll initiative.
Ready?
In the center of the circular room, lined by wide stone ledges of red marble, well lit by a quartet of burning skulls, surrounded by stone ledges covered with old books, scrolls, teeth, bones, scrimshaw artwork, and jars of deformed, twisted creatures, stands a woman of incredible beauty and overwhelming horror. Her lips quiver as she finishes her chant, the veins on her biceps surging as her muscles thicken and grow, and she sets her pupilless eyes on you, Blythe, clutching a cruel bastard sword in both hands, one fine and delicate, the other red and demonic, the fingers tipped in claws, her perfect belly slashed with scars and the symbol of Lamashtu you'd seen above. A yethhound growls at her side. You were right, Lyrie. I did not think anyone in Sandpoint would be foolish enough to challenge me here, so close to my true mother's seat. This will be over quickly.
I can't
Okay.
hear you, Chris. No. Can you guys hear Chris?
Nope.
Nope.
Chris was just saying that before the game, before initiative, he wanted to say he was gonna lifelink with some.
Okay,
I was
that's
hoping
fine.
to lifelink Blythe.
I don't think that that's
Blythe.
a loud spell or
He's
anything,
gonna Blythe
as far as I'm
link.
aware.
He was gonna link me. So
Test, test.
an instant thing, so.
Hello, hello.
There
Okay.
you go.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was planning on
Alright.
lifelinking her as she ran down the hallway.
Okay. That's fine.
Ooh.
I know there's two Yethhounds in that photo, but there's not actually. There's just one.
She looks like she's got like Tron armor on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like this strange black kind of like carved, almost like stone-like armor.
Yeah, it looks
Um,
like
Yeah.
crystal.
It looks
riddled
it looks
with-
sci-fi.
Yeah,
These look like mean Scooby-Doos.
I mean, I didn't design it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
cool.
interesting.
It is cool.
It looks pretty cool. It's almost like volcanic rock or
Volcanic.
something like that, like
rock
a obsidian.
song.
Obsidian. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can tell she shaved.
Yeah.
That's
I guess feminism wasn't invented before this.
Yeah,
Before this.
feminism was
picture
invented in
drawn.
2008.
It wasn't integrated into. This is pre Me Too.
oh
Yeah.
boy.
Pre 2, as we call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, Me
Vanya.
Too made its way into into 2E. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. Vanya.
Vanya will say, taking the initiative, Vanya will say, "Is there room in there for me to get in front of you?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah,
Let's actually give you guys. Well, I don't think you all get a surprise round, but I think Auric does.
Yeah, he would.
Because Lyrie nat 1'd her sense motive. I think she thinks he put down his idiocy or his strangeness of demeanor to his garden variety idiocy. And he holding his shield and sword is going to turn around and as Lyrie finishes her chant and looks up at Blythe coming around the corner, he says, it says, "You're right, this will be over quickly," and he just grabs her.
Larry?
Nice.
He grabs
He grabs
Lyrie?
Lyrie.
Okay.
like he's grappling her.
Ooh. Force feed, force feed, force feed. Instructions unclear. Fell in love with my dog.
Yep. Yeah. What is her CMD? Okay. Blythe and Vanya, as you come around the corner next, you see Auric just kind of wrap his arms around Lyrie as she raises them to begin casting. She says, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Saving you, my love, saving you." And he's got her wrapped up. Vanya.
Okay, I run in and I spot this hound over here doing its hound shit and notice that she's right there and everybody else is out of range, and I chunk a bomb directly at this guy.
At Nualia or the
No,
hound?
at the hound.
Okay. What is the attack?
Not great. That's a 13 to hit touch.
That's touch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Yeth Hound just like growls at Auric as he grabs Lyrie and turns back just in time to catch this bomb to the face. That's 12 cold.
13. Yes, I'm doing cold. I want to stagger him.
Okay.
And 13 damage to him, and then Nualia needs to make a DC 15 reflex.
Okay. Good job. Uh, 22. So she will sidestep out of the way as this bomb splashes.
Yeah.
Onto,
so she just takes 3. Excuse me, 3.
Okay.
The hound needs to make a DC 15 fort save.
Okay.
To be staggered.
Cool. 12. So he
fails, so he is staggered.
So he is staggered. That just means you only get one move or standard, right?
Move or standard.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I thought. Nualia looks over and she says, Auric, I should have known. And she like raises her bastard sword. She looks like she's about to go after him. Royman.
I suppose I will. You know what? I'm gonna delay my turn until after Blythe.
Okay. Blythe.
Okay. I was just looking up some. Okay, I think Blythe is just going to charge in and attack Nualia.
Okay.
And I guess I should ask first. If I do a charge, do I get a +2 on both my attacks? Or can I full round attack?
A charge, you can't, a charge is a full round, a special full round action. It's a move and a standard. You can't do a full attack in addition to the charge. So it would just be one, it's like, basically you get a bonus, you're going to move and attack, but you just get a bonus to hit and you take a penalty to your AC.
Right. I will go ahead and do that and then I'll just do the single attack.
Okay.
And assuming she's not undead, there should be +2 to this attack.
Oh, crit! Come
28.
on!
28 to hit.
Well, you definitely hit. Okay, and the crit. What's the confirm roll?
20.
Is that a 22?
Because if of your charge? Bonus for a charge, then yes.
I'm gonna say it would. I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay. So you come charging in, and as she raises this cruel-looking bastard sword to strike at Auric, you hear him go, ah! And you actually hear like a shift as he like positions himself between Lyrie and Nualia, as if he's like trying to protect her from the swing. And you run in, and as she raises that bastard sword up, she leaves an opening, and you just stab and like jam that the blade under her armpit, like right in the chink in the armor, and you deal 19 damage.
Nice.
Guys,
Backup's
we did
here.
in combat correctly.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice crit. That's handy.
Yeah.
All right, Royman.
Okay. Roymond pauses for a moment to let Blythe go running on ahead, and then he will follow her with his long spear, and I will attack whoever she attacked.
Nualia.
Yeah.
That was Nualia.
I don't know who that is because I wasn't in the room. So
Okay.
the names don't mean anything to me. I just stab whoever she stabs.
Okay. So you stabbed. You're just stabbing with the. That's got reach, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do this defensively, so we'll be a -4.
Okay.
Yikes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You poke and prod with the long spear, but it's caught easily on her armor. It is Lyrie's turn. She looks at Auric and says, "Auric, you idiot!" And she is going to try to break free of his grapple, or win the grapple. So that's just a straight
See,
a contest,
either she can
right?
grapple contest or escape artist.
Okay. She will try to grapple contest, I think.
And then she can choose whether or not to use that to escape or take control.
Okay. And is she rolling against his? They both make fresh rolls.
Well, she rolls against his CMD.
Okay. All right.
It's not a 1-to-1 contest.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100%.
That would be.
Oh man. Okay. That one. All right. She she tries to break free, but somehow she like gets her arm stuck even worse. And she just says, "Skiver, get him!" And Skiver is gonna jump, hissing onto Auric's face, trying to like madly claw at the mercenary, to get her free.
Wait, is Skiver the cat familiar? That
Skiver
was
is the
hiding in
cat
tunnel?
familiar. Yep.
We're gonna have a familiar fight here.
Familiar versus
That
familiar.
sounds
I'm
wonderful.
gonna Brock for Skiver.
Nothing about this feels familiar to me. And it is Nualia's turn next. Skiver deals a couple points of damage as she scratches Auric's face, but luckily he's made of stronger stuff. Nualia turns to Blythe as she steps in, brings her bastard sword down, and she's going to make a full attack against Blythe. Okay. That is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yep.
hit.
So she brings her bastard sword down and kind of knocks the end of your blade away, and then just two-handed lifts up her bastard sword and slashes you across the chest. That is 9 damage. And as she does that, she kind of drops her claw hand away and slashes across your it kind of rakes down your side. The other hand, the claws digging in through your armor and scoring 7 more damage. And the Yethhound is going to I think the Yethhound is going to float up like 10 feet into the air, and move over and try to like. Actually, it can't dive bomb Royman because it's staggered. It's just 1 round staggered, right?
Does Blythe get an attack of opportunity?
That's my question. No,
Yeah, I guess you would.
because he moved up and then over, so that'd be
Yeah, so
Oh,
well,
okay.
you could say it's diagonally 5 feet, but I'm gonna say yeah. Take an AOO. 19.
I like how the lag split your growl in half.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah.
"Rah, ow."
Yeah. As you're flailing back from Nualia, you actually slash this Yethhound again. Pretty good. Although, as you will recall, silver does more to them than anything else. But you get them pretty good. Of course, energy damage goes straight through that as well. And that's all for them, I think. Damon.
Alright, I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna see what I can see. Oh man, it's a party. Hmm.
Can you flank her?
Well, if I flank her, does that mean that's an opportunity to attack for them? Because that's,
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, you definitely would.
yeah, it'd be right. Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
It would honestly be better. Well, I shouldn't.
Okay, I'm
sorry.
going to pull out my long sword, and I'm actually going to take a step back, and so I'm just gonna hold my action. So if someone comes this way, I'll swing at them. That's an and/or probably when it's my next turn, there's a better move to enter there.
Blythe,
Targeting
can you
the
make some
acid.
room for others to get into the room here?
Yep, I'm planning on it.
If she doesn't die,
So
I don't.
then you can delay your turn and wait for her to move.
Well, what if she?
You can also ready an action or
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
So what are you doing?
I'm just readying an action, so when there's an enemy person to swing at, I will swing at.
All right, you're gonna move.
Well, I moved forward, and then I decided there's no good place to move, so then I moved slightly back. Yep.
Okay, so
There's just really no good entry point.
yeah,
And-
but so you can delay your turn and just like fully to just take your turn after that, or you can ready an action. But the way you described your readied action is that you're just gonna wait there until somebody like steps in front of you, which I don't think is what you meant.
No. I guess I'll delay my turn till after Royman. That sounds good.
Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, Torment.
Right after Blythe.
There we go. Oh, yeah, I was trying to get roll 20 to like slot it in. All right, Cardi.
Cardi is going to step up into this spot and look into the room that's just covered in chaos. You've got Oric grappling Namalia,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dogs and
or,
cats
like Lyrie and dogs.
Cluster
screeching and barking.
I see the cat on Oric's face. And I think I don't really have a token for Brock, but
Token for what?
for Brock, my
Oh. Oh, God. All right. What is it? What creature is that?
it's a hedgehog, not a head. No, sorry, badger. That's it.
Shoot, I don't think I
Hedgehog is-
have a badger.
If you just go into the Roll20, there's like the art tab. You should be able to just search for badger art and just drag something out temporarily.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even is this?
What
That'll
the
work.
fuck?
That's a badger.
That's your
a
badger.
very squished badger.
It's a very strange and deformed badger. Both of its parents were the same person.
Really? It was just a tumor with the same markings?
Yeah.
He only responds.
Oh no, here we go.
He only
I
responds
guess if you
to,
zoom in.
He only responds to Mornke for some
Oh, that's
reason. It's really weird.
That's a premium asset. I can't use that one. Oh well, fuck them.
This is your badger now.
This is
Okay.
your badger now.
This is my badger for now. If you can give me control of it. 'cause
Yeah.
Right now he's like on me. Oh, there we
See,
go.
that looks
That's
fine
better.
now.
I
That
feel
looks
like
fine.
it was a
Just a
dog that
little
was stretched out.
Yeah.
He was flattened by one of those steamrollers. It's like Austin Powers, though. No.
It's a
Alright.
Varisian squish badger, guys.
You've got control of this fucked up squish badger.
Cool. Familiars don't do much, but
Yeah.
wait, did you put him?
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't see it. On my screen he was above you. I was imagining he was like on your shoulder or whatever.
I just need to like move him slightly off. Okay. Yeah, I whisper to Brock and says, "It looks like Otto's having a hard time with that familiar. Do you think you might be able to help him out?" And basically that's just I'm gonna have Brock go in and attack the familiar, and I'm going to cast. I'm just gonna Ray of Frost at Noalia through everybody, which is gonna be rough.
Okay.
It is against touch. Oh my god! But she does
Holy
have.
shit.
She does have +8, or yeah, basically +8 AC, or so that's a minus.
Oh.
Well, it hits for sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely does not crit.
It does not crit, for sure. So is that just 2 cold damage?
Yep, just 2 cold damage.
Okay. So you aim this blast and you fire it at her, and you see the cold hit, but almost as if flames like explode out to greet it. This cold damage just sort of dissipates in a puff of like magical smoke, as if it did nothing to her.
Can I roll knowledge on her, because it's the first time I'm seeing her
Yes.
form? Is it just arcane?
Or
is it something else?
Well, she's a humanoid. She's an Aasimar. I would say religion, probably, to get a better sense, or planes, actually.
I got a really close look at her when that happened.
Oh, nice. Yeah! Okay.
Nice.
All right, hell yeah. All right, so, Cardi, as an Aasimar, she is an outsider. And you can see from her twisted form that she is chaotic evil. With your religion check, you would know that she counts as a cleric of Lamashtu, and it seems that she's also a fighter. What's that?
Nope,
That's you, Royman, that you get.
Yep.
Sorry?
Yes, I gotcha.
Okay. Jeez, what do you want to know? You know a lot. With that nat 20. You know that she seems to have resist to acid, cold, and electricity. 5. So that would be like a moderate resistance, or kind of a weak resistance. As a cleric, you would know that she can channel negative energy as a cleric of Lamashtu, which, take a look at her. She has Fury of the Abyss, which is partly what you saw when that cruelly glinting bastard sword kind of had this like demonic energy as it slashed into Blythe. That you know that she can do that a number of times per day, like 6 times per day, to get a bonus on her attack and damage. Typical evil cleric-y spells. Trying to find any other relevant things. I guess you could guess if she's using this Fury ability. Her domains are probably Demon and Ferocity. With that nat 20. What other questions you guys have? Because you rolled super good.
Would like to know if her. I realize this is probably a different role. I would like to know if I can see her holy symbol or her unholy symbol, as it were.
Well, you can see. Oh, interesting. She's got Lamashtu's mark on her belly. That might be functioning as a tattoo.
I stabbed it. Does that
Okay,
help?
so there's a couple other things. You notice that she has a Sihedron medallion that she's wearing around her neck. And you recognize that as being an evil medallion that can grant false life and divine favor as a free action.
Oh.
Let's see. Trying to see if it actually says just this gold holy symbol.
Aha! So she has to have that someplace
Yeah.
to present to channel energy.
Yeah.
I'm just asking if she has it, like, out.
Yeah. I think she's probably got it on her hip. And you could probably surmise that one of the reasons that using a bastard sword would be handy is that she could still use that one-handed and her holy symbol with the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's, you may have noticed, but I think she's probably going to be immune to frost, and electricity, and fire. Was that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Acid. No, I'm sorry. Acid,
Acid.
cold, and electricity. So she no resistance to fire.
So we can hit her with fire damage if we have any of that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
Cardi, do you have any
I don't
questions?
have a lot.
Yeah. Weakest save?
Weakest save would be reflex.
Okay.
Only problem
Um,
is
Hmm?
bombs.
Yeah. Well, she goes. All right. I think that's your turn.
Yeah, I've done everything that I can.
No.
My badger is attacking the thing.
Okay. Skip her.
So yeah. So it's this is the attack on that. And the damage.
Ooh.
If it hits. Okay, so
Sorry,
one
It
damage.
does hit. She heals for 2 points.
It always does
Weird.
minimum of one.
Okay.
Your
All right.
familiar has the
yeah.
same to hit
Uh,
as I do. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
All right. So Auric is like pinning, like holding Lyrie in this like straight jacket hold, so she can't move her arms. Or I guess she can move one arm, but he's fucking with her as she's trying to break free. And this cat is just like going. It's just one of those like cartoon clouds on his head, just like. And your badger just comes like, I don't fucking know, just like bullying from the side and like grabs it. You just see them both like tumbling in a mess of claws and whatever badger bites as they fight, and you hear the cat kind of as
The badger probably is like
sounds like a jet plane.
just like kissing and spitting and kissing.
Yeah, as they're rolling around, and you think that you have negated whatever penalty Auric is about to make to attempt to pin Lyrie. So he just has to win a grapple again, right?
Yeah, if he succeeds the grapple, he gets to take a grapple action, which can be pinning, it can be doing damage, it can be.
All right.
Number of things.
Because of
He gets
this
plus
cat.
5 on his grapple this turn.
Oh, okay. So he still has to just beat her CMD, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you see the pair of them just like they like topple over this chair that is like standing there, and he just like pins her down, and she can't even move. She says, "Auric, get off of me right this instant!" And he says, "I'm sorry, I can't. Drink this." I will as soon as you drink this. And he lifts the. Can he force her to drink the potion? I mean, I'm gonna say he has to win another.
Probably not this round.
Yeah,
There would have to be another grapple.
Another grapple after this.
Yeah.
But he
Grapple
seems to have
action.
successfully grappled her and pinned her.
Sweet.
Awesome.
What grapple actions are there?
That's the one you can take.
Well, so like once they're pinned, one of the grapple actions you can take is tie up, which would be force them kind of into submission. So I feel like you could use like the tie up action as sort of a force them to drink a potion.
Okay, I think that's what he would do.
I'll hand him the manacles when I can.
Man,
You can't tell me what to do.
the
Yeah.
monocles
You're
would
not
be
my
very
real dad.
interesting.
Yeah. Like, thanks, but I can see perfectly fine.
You're the one that made me this margarita. This is your fault.
All right.
That was like 2.5 hours ago.
It's fine.
Vanya.
Okay. So, I don't want to kill Blythe.
Probably a wise choice.
Be nice.
Yeah. I don't want to kill our little familiar friend.
They're far
I
away.
appreciate that.
They're really far away. Why would you?
Why? What? I can throw my bombs 20 feet.
I know, but like they're like around the corner. Like,
Yeah.
He's talking
But
about
there's
splash.
splash damage. And it probably does a lot.
It doesn't.
It does. They have to succeed on a DC 15 or take 7 damage. And
That's a
I'm
lot.
Can
I'm
you
trying
do
to-
your whole targeted thing?
No, because I have no extracts for that left.
he's
Because
not
we are
allowed
running
to
on
stuff.
fumes.
Yep.
Mhm.
So your lifelink hasn't gone off to heal Blythe yet.
Correct.
Not until his turn.
So it's up on his turn.
Okay. Yeah. So Vanya,
Oh, actually, shouldn't that have gone off last time?
it's kind of what I had thought.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah,
If you,
you're right.
it's involuntary. You have to
Can we
end.
do that?
Yep. So add
Yeah,
5. Because it would have gone off on my turn last time.
Right.
Yay! I feel less bad. I throw a bomb at.
Oh, no, we haven't cycled around to my turn yet. Sorry.
You went after me.
Yes, but
Oh,
that was when we walked in here. And you got hit after that.
You're
So
right.
it hasn't circled around to me yet. So you are still at 10.
So he's saying feel bad.
Okay, so I won't throw a bomb. I see that
I'll be okay.
this isn't optimal, and I reach around to my side and pull out this this thing I've had in this sort of like canvas bag on my side as my move action, and I like pull like a little ripcord on it and light it and start swinging it around, and I throw it at
Noalia?
I'm gonna throw it at the dog because I have a better chance of hitting the dog.
Okay.
So this is a tar bomb. I need to make a range touch attack against this kid.
Okay.
Ranged. So that is a 16 to hit his touch. Actually, yeah.
You do hit. This tar bomb smacks into this Yeth Hound as it's just recovering, kind of floating up above and kind of to the side, and looks like he's fixing his sights on Roymond.
Okay, so he takes 4 damage,
Okay.
which I just hit, and I'm waiting for. Okay, so he takes 3 damage.
What kind of damage?
This is fire damage.
Okay. I believe that pierces
Energy
DR.
damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
it counts as energy.
Okay. So he takes 3.
Yeah. So he needs to. It's going to cause. He starts burning because this like wad of tar explodes on him.
Perfect.
So next round, he is going to have to make a DC 15 reflex save to extinguish the flames as a full round action,
Okay.
or take another D6 until he does that.
Okay. Okay, so it yeah, you throw and you just hurl this tar bomb and it just like catches this thing on the chest. You just hear it start going as it's like this burning flying dog is just like flying around this room like fucking crazy. Live.
Okay.
The animals are not faring well.
I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about. The badger's doing great. He looks way better than he started. Blythe will 5 foot to here and be like, Damon, come help me! And then she will full attack Noalia.
Okay.
But I should have a +1 now, since I am. So
Since you are what?
I'm east of her.
Oh yeah.
Don't I have higher?
Sure. Yep. You get a +1 to, I think it's just to hit.
Okay.
on attack rolls. Yep.
Yeah.
Wise.
Didn't I? Well,
Not
roll so
bad.
low, but
You rolled a 15.
and
Okay.
that doesn't have the +1. So yeah.
Okay. So that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And the other one is a 15 to hit. Okay. So you make a.
+8 -2 on that.
Oh, maybe. I guess I don't know how it's adding in my stuff. It should be a plus.
Do you have any buffs on or anything from
It should
before?
be +5 and then +5 to both of those total. So 15 plus 5 is 20.
Okay. So it should
I
be a
don't think my
20.
buff is working.
Okay. All right. So you swing at her with both sides of your double-bladed sword, and she catches one of them on her armor, but the other one scores a deep gouge in her leg. As you get the sense that this fury that's overtaken her has made her just easy enough for you to barely land that hit for 9 damage. Yep.
Okay.
And she kind of grunts out in pain this time. She says, I'll kill you first! Roymond.
Please don't.
And I heal?
Roymond?
Yep.
Do I? Oh. I know you, don't I?
Not for long!
You
I
can
thought you were one of... Oh, go ahead.
you can still stop this, you know. Like we don't have to kill each other.
This isn't my choice.
I'll stop.
She's still attacking.
Okay. Well, I'll try.
Yeah.
Am I to understand that this dog is 5 feet up in the air?
Yes, it is 5 feet off the ground.
Cool. I am. Let's see. What weapons do I have available to me? I am going to drop my long spear and 5 foot to here. And then I'm going to draw my sling staff, my one-handed weapon, and I'm going to use that to add to Blythe's AC by just kind of waving it in Nualia's face while I'm talking to her.
Wait, what are you using to do this?
I'm aiding another on Blythe.
Yeah, but if it's a reach weapon, you have to be able to threaten.
I dropped my long spear.
Oh, okay. So what are you? What weapon do you have?
This is my sling staff.
Gotcha.
Halfling
Okay.
Sling staff.
Okay. Cool. Just want to make sure we're clear. All right. So
Doing this
drop your-
defensively, so -4.
Nice.
Got to clear 10, but I get 2 AC and you get 4 AC. Congratulations.
very cool.
Oh.
Very nice. Okay, Damon.
Good job. Alright. Did I hear my name?
Yes, please.
There's a spot in the middle of the room next to the bad guy. Go hit her. She looks like a half demon.
Okay. Alright, I moved, now I will try to attack.
Okay. Is that all correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So as Nualia is facing off against Roymond and Blythe, Damon comes charging in around the corner and just swings like a bear, and narrowly avoids getting his cut parried, and slashes Nualia across the shoulder, his blade digging in deep.
Oh, did you like that cut?
You're gonna like this one next.
I thought you said
okay.
you were gonna kill Blythe.
I'll kill you first, then you. I'll kill all of you.
There's so many choices.
All right,
We could
Lyrie's
try.
turn. I think that. Boy, howdy. She's not good at getting grappled by surprise by a big old burly.
It's almost like wizards are really bad to be
Yeah.
grappled.
Well, he's not particularly good at it.
Doesn't matter.
but
We're
doesn't have to
particularly
be.
bad
the
about
marshal,
defending it.
yeah, she's particularly bad at it. All right, she is gonna make another attempt to grapple. Actually, does she have escape artist?
I think you can
Nope.
use escape artist untrained anyway, can't
Yeah, but it's untrained. She doesn't have any point in it. I'm trying to figure out what she would do.
Yeah, so she would
this-
roll either her CMB or her Dex check, basically, because that would be escape artist.
Yeah, and she can't get
Whichever's
any
higher.
weapon or any like items or anything either,
She's
right?
pinned,
She's
yeah.
pinned.
If
Yeah.
she's pinned, all she can do is try to escape.
Well, I think that's what she's gonna do. Yep. Nope. Yeah, she remains pinned. She tries to kick him off. She says, "Oric, get off of me! They're going to kill us!" And Nualia steps back and grabs the golden holy symbol from her belt.
Wait,
and
no. If she stepped back, I'll follow her and attack.
You have that?
I have step up.
Oh, yes!
Oh!
Nice.
Okay, so how does step up work?
Step up means if someone tries to 5 foot to like avoid provoke attack of opportunity, I can follow them immediately.
That
But
is
then I
awesome.
can't take a 5
Dude,
foot step
that
back.
is so handy. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Is
really
that a
good.
feat?
It is.
Okay. All right, so help me out, Zoo. Does channeling provoke AOs?
No.
It's because it's supernatural, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay. You see her eyes glow, and the scars on her belly seem to light up with this strange dark light. And Royman, you get that same acrid taste in your mouth as Nualia says, "Lamashtu, kill these intruders!" And you just feel this overwhelming negative energy
This
pulse
smells
out from
bad.
her.
Oh god.
Make will saves. DC 15.
Big money, big money, big money. Dad. Also, I feel really proud that you asked me a question that I could answer for you.
It's good.
My badger is also making this one that I'm rolling now.
Okay. All right, so Roymond, Damon, fail. Roymond, Damon, and Oric. You guys being so close to this wave of negative energy, you feel. Is it 2d6? Well, I guess it was.
What level?
All right. Well, it's. I already know it's 2d6. My
Oh.
question is do we roll indivially for each one, or is it just
No,
one
it's
roll for
one
everyone?
instead of damage.
Okay. Yeah, this pulse of negative energy kind of erupts out of her, and everybody who failed takes 7 damage. I think that if you make the pass, you totally negate it, right?
It's half.
Or just take
I
half.
think Will halves.
Yeah, I think Will is half. Okay. So you hear Oric go as you see this this wave kind of coalesce into his body, and he seems to be weakened and wounded by it.
Ooh, bad juju in here, guys.
So everybody that passed, I guess you just take 4.
Oh, we take 4? I thought it was
I mean-
half.
3.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Round
3.
down. Yeah.
Oh, you round down.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you round
Oh,
up for some reason.
Nope.
Okay, take 3.
Round down minimum 1.
And you see this this Sihedron medallion, Blythe, as she does this. It just sort of also coalesces and pulses with this dark energy and seems to just kind of course through her and make her stand up straighter and just clutch her sword even more vigorously, as if her hand is being guided. The Yeth Hound.
What does that do again?
Is that her using a magic item?
No, it is a free action. The Sihedron medallion, as a free action, gains false life and divine favor.
Okay. I
Would
was
I
just
be
curious
able
if
to
it
see that?
provoked. Wait, probably not.
It's a free action,
It's
so
a free action, probably not.
I assume it's not. The Yeth Hound, right above you, Royman, is going to try and attack you.
AC 20.
Actually, I think it's gonna bay.
It's still on fire.
Oh yeah, it is still on fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
I mean, he can
That's-
attack, but he'll
that's
take
right.
damage.
All right, so he makes a reflex save.
DC 15 reflex to extinguish as a round action.
Okay, how much damage does it take?
1d6.
Okay.
Stop dropping
So
it.
you see this thing like kind of like barking, and it's trying to stop, drop, and roll in midair, but that doesn't work because there's nothing, because that's not physics.
That's not
And,
how it works.
And it takes 1d6 damage. Actually, do you want to roll it?
Sure.
It's your
Why
attack.
The hell
It's your,
not.
it's your thing.
Take yours if
okay.
it's better.
All
Hey,
right.
well, there you go.
Yeah, it's 4 damage. All right.
Meant to be.
Sorry, I'm making sure I got the right
I
thing
didn't
here.
see that one come through. Interesting.
I didn't either.
Neither did I.
Sometimes I
Good old
don't
roll
see Tanner's
20.
rolls. But just Tanner's.
Okay. Yeah, this thing is just like trying to stop, drop, and roll as a full round action in midair, but it does not succeed at putting itself out, and it's just kind of.
So ostensibly, this keeps going.
You subtracted my health instead of the doggo.
Oh, did I?
I was like,
Sorry.
why did I lose 4 more HP?
Whoops.
It's
My
okay.
bad, I
Burning
thought I had
dog
the right
bits
one.
raining from above.
Sorry. All right, we're good.
I
Alright,
don't want
Cardi.
to have 3 health. 3 health
Cardi.
would be bad.
Yeah, Cardi, your turn.
Well, I'm at a loss. I
You
think
can aid another potentially.
Bracer weapon!
Do you have any spells left?
I have 1 spell left. I think I am actually going to. How far away is she? Yeah, she's within range.
Holy symbol.
I'm-
Oh.
You're funny.
Proceed.
I'm gonna grease her weapon more than her holy symbol. Although that would be a better.
Can you grease her hands? Is it possible to just grease
No,
hands?
I have to choose a target or I do an area. Actually, I'm gonna
Mhm.
roll to see if I know about the holy symbol. Should I roll like spellcraft or arcana? Because like, I'm not religious.
That would be.
It's religion.
Yeah, it'd be
Somebody
fine
had
just
already. Damon had already known that. He'd already. He
Royman
nat
said it.
20. Did I assume
Yes, Royman.
he had kind of.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, Damon. Roymond had.
I think you
Um,
would have seen her present it when she channeled too.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
you know it.
Gotcha.
Between
Okay,
the two of those, you know.
After like feeling this wave of energy rush over, not knowing how well my familiar is doing on the other side because I don't have that link yet, I'm actually going to cast grease on the holy symbol she's holding right now and
Okay.
get her to drop it, hopefully.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually use one of my arcane pool points to make the DC 1 higher, and that makes it a. 1 second, let me find it. Come on, where's grease? Okay.
She rolled a 22.
Fuck.
Reflex is her weakest save?
Well, it is.
She's got cat's grace.
Yeah.
She does have
Fine.
cat grace.
Cat's grace.
She's fine. Her holy symbol is a little buttery.
Yep.
Shit.
Looks tasty. She rolled 19. What can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good idea. All right. Oric's turn. He is
Hey,
going
effort.
to try to use his grapple action to
Force feed the potion.
force feed the potion to Lyrie. So he has to win another grapple, right? Is this time at plus 10?
No, it's still just +5, but she's pinned, so like she has no dex.
Okay.
So it's very easy.
Oh yeah, he annihilates it anyway. All right, you guys see Oric say, "I'm trying to save you," and he's bleeding, and he's got like negative energy, like washing through his body.
What a hero.
and he's like trying to he forces this this potion into her mouth, and she just kind of splutters, just
Did
and
Lyra
looks.
take damage from the negative energy?
Oh, you have to have selective channeling
Yeah,
To-
otherwise it's
to
everyone.
not do that, right?
Hurt the kitty and the thing
Well,
too.
I rolled my
And the
for my
dog.
hedgehog.
She does have selective channeling.
Oh, well, there you go.
Damn.
Yeah, so she would not hit them.
Did she hit Orc?
She did hit
Yeah.
Orc.
Anyway,
Well, Orc attacked her ally,
Oh, right.
so I think she
Yeah, I mean,
decided fuck him.
He's just in love. He's getting handsy.
Yeah. He's getting real handsy. All right, so he pours this potion into Lyree's mouth, and she just kind of blinks and like looks up at him, and she goes, "Oric, my love," and she just kind of plants like a kiss right on his lips, and he kind of
gives a
breaks
thumbs-
out into a grin.
and he gives a thumbs up over his shoulder.
Yeah.
He does that like thumb and pinky thing. You're like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
wow.
Yeah. That was his full action.
For sure.
I think he's still holding her because she kissed him and then she like looks over, but she still seems to feel threatened by the rest of you.
Understandable.
Yeah, it just worked for him.
Yeah, it's basically charm person, so it's not like
Right.
a dominate.
Yeah, Vanya.
Okay, Vanya is going to, you know, shit. I have to draw. This is part of a move action. Fuck! My options are really bad.
I can handle splash damage right now, and I'll have a move. I and Boymond will have a move before Nualia.
Okay.
Also,
I'm
we have
gonna-
reflex saves for half. Like our reflex
Yeah.
saves are decent,
Mhm.
especially our frontliners. So
Yep, I come up here.
Well, you will take an AOO.
Yep,
There's a
I'm
dog
fine with
there.
that.
Do that from the dog.
Well, can he if he was using a full round action to put out fire?
Does he get AOOs? Is the question. I think you still.
I think he still acts normally.
I think
just
you still
doesn't-
act
Okay.
normally. Yeah, you
Yeah,
use your
he can still
actions.
try to get me.
Yep, he's gonna try to bite you.
My AC is
You can always acrobatics to roll
relatively
roll
high,
half it,
but
too.
I have to go further than half my movement, I think.
You only have to move half speed through the
during
square.
through the squares.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'd probably have enough to get there then, so let's go ahead and just roll it just to see.
Please do.
My-
I do not have limitless resources for healing this party.
Yeah.
It's nearly dead across
Not
the
yet.
board.
All right,
Yeah,
so
12
that's
won't do it.
acrobatics against his CMB. Is that what it is, or CMD?
Yep.
Yeah, he still gets the attack off. Does that mean you stop?
No.
Only
Hits
if
you?
he moves through his square, which he didn't. 'cause
Oh,
he's
okay.
above,
Because he's
so
floating.
Right.
he just gets to attack.
Okay. He attacks a 12 to hit. Yeah, I didn't think that would.
He's 19.
Oh my god.
Back
okay.
off, bitch.
Yeah, you somehow you're not able to slide by without him getting to take a bite at you, but you're able to kind of duck between and easily dodge this burning flying Yethhound.
Don't
above
book me,
you.
bro.
Yeah, Blythe.
I got to attack.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Vanya.
Shabam!
Oh,
Nice.
It's very
All
low
right.
damage, unfortunately.
will not crit, but
Yeah.
boy howdy, how cool would it have been?
Uh,
Okay, what kind of bomb is this?
this is just a firebomb. So that is going to be 8 damage to Nualia,
Okay.
and then you and you make
Tanner,
yeah.
does your point blank shot include in that? Or not?
If a 10 hits her,
Touch AC
Uh,
starts at 10, and we know reflex is her lowest save, which means
Yeah.
her dex might be 0.
she's got Cat's Grace on.
Good point.
I mean, if a 10 would hit her touch AC, that's what that roll is.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
But I'm guessing based on Smitty.
Not.
not saying that.
Sorry, I'm looking stuff up. What were you
You're
asking?
right. What's her? Does a 10 hit Nawalia's touch AC?
No.
Okay. So yeah, it's just fire, and then these three need to make
Reflex?
reflex DC 15.
I don't think Lyrie can.
She can
because
still make
she's-
saves, but she has no dex. So it would
Okay.
be-
All right. Well, I'll roll it. Oh shit. Okay. Nat 20 for Lyrie.
Well, that's good because we don't necessarily want to kill
don't
her,
want
so
her-
she just
I
takes
don't want
3.
No. All right. So you do see that Skiver, the cat that seems to that is still fighting with this badger, suddenly gets caught on fire as well, and just starts running around, doing circles around the room. Just doing spirals
Everything's on
while her tail is on fire. How much damage does she take?
7.
Oh,
If she
fuck.
fails, 7.
Does that kill the cat?
How many hit points does the familiar have? Does your familiar have?
Mine only
Walker?
has 7, so right now he's low, like 3 or 4 right now. So
Okay.
the cat probably is dead.
All right, so here's what happens. Lyrie, oh, I guess I should ask, how do you want to do this?
Okay, so
I have an idea.
yeah, I think okay. I'm just okay, this is gruesome, I guess, but I imagine just pitching this bomb right at Nawalia, and she tries to block it with her sword. Like you might turn an arrow or something, but it
Yeah.
explodes and throws fire on her, and she slings the sword to the side, and it splashes the fire on the cat that climbs up the walls,
Yeah.
trying to get away, and then it just dies, and it's just hanging from the ceiling
Yeah.
by its
Jesus
by its
Christ.
cauterized arms.
Oh man, that is fucking disgusting.
It would disappear there. I think familiars are outsiders.
Yeah, I guess.
That's fine. It's funny
yeah.
this way.
All right. So
There's just a perfect cat scorch mark on the
Yep.
ceiling.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that happens.
I think I see this and say, Vanya, that's just familiar. I'm a little bit torn because I have this bond with mine. It's
So
Okay.
Lyrie,
It gives you a big old smile and a thumbs up.
so
Your
Lyrie,
creepy form is super extra creepy.
Lyrie plants a big old kiss on Auric and says, "Auric, my love, let us up. We have to defend Nualia." And then this bomb explodes, and her and Auric just kind of roll directly out of the way, extremely adroitly, especially considering that they're pinned. And Lyrie says, "Auric, my love, let me go." And she turns and she goes, "Skiver, defend Nual." And then it's just it's that cat just explodes in fire and just hisses up the wall. Blythe.
Okay. Couple questions first. What is this thing just
What?
to the north of me?
Yeah, I wouldn't really get into what the room looks like, did we? Why? There's just a bunch of shit. To the north, a large round fountain filled with frothy blue water fills the room with the gentle sound of bubbling. So it's like a basin.
This is Gatorade?
Yeah,
Okay, I
it's
just was
it's
wondering,
Powerade.
if
It's
a
not even
standable
Gatorade.
place.
No, it's like a basin of water. I think it's
Okay, yep.
an object.
And how is Nalia looking health-wise?
Give me a perception or a heal. I think I know which one you're gonna choose.
Damn.
She is not looking great. I don't think you can get a real precise measurement with that. but she's definitely been wounded considerably. I think say like maybe sense motive or something if you want to get more specific.
No, that's good. I just was kind of getting an idea. I think I'm gonna go ahead and double attack.
Okay. 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 19 and an 18. Are those correct?
They are correct.
Okay. Nawalia, after she finishes casting this negative energy, you just slash real quick with both sides of your sword, and both strikes land, although they seem to barely pierce her armor.
Damn.
So that's 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Royman. There's a burning, screaming dog over you and a burning, screaming cat in the other corner of the ceiling.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos occurring.
Yeah.
5 heals for 5. Let's see here. What type of... Sweet, it's supernatural. Royman becomes a life elemental.
Okay. Your token has the capability to do that now.
I saw that. So that's awesome.
You're under a dog. I can't see you anyway.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But we know.
And then, as my move action, I'm going to heal myself.
Yes.
Okay. Can you heal yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. All right. What is it? Is your standard to turn into a life elemental?
Yes.
Okay. That's your whole turn.
Fuck me.
Well, still 6. Damon.
Okay. So the doggy is too high for me to hit because he's 5 foot above.
No.
No,
I
he's
can
6
still
foot tall.
kinda
He's like at eye level.
Oh.
He's
like in the
floating
back.
above Royman's head in a rather comically, yeah, or just a
Equivalent.
comic way.
It's like he's in this square, but like
Mhm.
vertical, like if you for the 9, but you like rotate it on that side.
Okay. Oh, okay. Alrighty, I will try to swing at the floaty doggy.
Do it.
Finish him. That should finish him.
Yeah.
If you
hits.
hit, which you don't, your
Oh,
sword
I
goes
misread that.
swinging through the air, and you just the smoke and shit just gets in your eyes. Some burning dog fur like falls on you, and you whiff as you try to swing at this flying dog. Lyri's turn. She will say, "Auric, get off of me! We have to defend her." And Auric will say, "I'm sorry, I have to keep us safe." And I think he's just gonna keep hitting her because he knows she is going to try and attack you guys.
Right.
He can use another grapple action and tie her up too.
Okay, he'll do that then.
Can you drag
What is
her?
that?
Yeah, you can reposition. So it's like basically you succeed on a grapple with +5 if you're controlling. And then when as long as you've succeeded, you can do any grapple action, which is inflict damage, pin, tie up, reposition.
Okay.
That's it.
I guess he'll drag her to here. They can't share the same square, right?
No. Well, actually, no. She's
Yeah.
pinned, so she has
Yeah.
kind of helpless right now.
Yep, he can drag her into his square.
Okay, that's what he's gonna do then. He's gonna drag her here, and I'm gonna move that cat just for clarity's sake.
It dissipated.
Sizzling
It's just a
sounds
start.
from behind the wall.
Yeah, you just hear says sizzling and smells like Chinese food.
I
God.
approve
Jesus
this.
Christ. I thought about the joke and you said it.
Yeah, that's
I was
how
like-
it goes, right?
That's
I
Chinese
guess.
approved.
certainly no one will make that joke.
No, I will make that joke. I'm brave enough to make the jokes that no one else has the good taste to do. Can she even try to win the grapple if she's tied up? Or no, he just dragged her. So
He
she'll-
dragged her.
She'll try again.
She's in love with him, so I don't know if she considers him
Well, he's grappling her. She's
enough.
trying to get free, save Nualia. She fails. She basically needs to nat 20. I mean, what else is she gonna do?
Yeah, if her
Fucking
CMP
nat 20.
sucks, it's
Yeah.
probably just...
Don't give her any ideas.
All right, Nualia's turn. All right. Seeing the way that things have gone, shoot, I have to look up something else, and then I got distracted. I think she raised her hand and begins to cast a spell.
I'd
Great,
like
that
to
should
identify.
provoke-
Now I will take a spell over something
Is
else.
she doing it defensively?
Yeah, I guess she will. She has to make a concentration check, right? Yeah, because she already knows that Blythe can follow her if she 5 foot, so she's not going to do that again.
Can she move anywhere?
Yes, she could.
Oh.
She could 5 foot away.
I guess I
Something.
didn't know that there was further. I didn't know these brown things.
What is concentration? Is
15
that in?
plus doubles?
Usually
Well,
it's...
no, I mean, where I'm trying to do it in
Oh, in Combat Manager?
Combat Manager.
Oh, shit. I don't know off the top of my head.
Can't remember what it is.
Do you have her stat block on Combat Manager, though? 'Cause
Is
it's
it
usually the first line of her
level
spells will
plus-
have a concentration check?
Is it 1d20 plus level plus
I mean, yeah, but
Uh,
usually the stat block...
your
like,
mod?
Under...
Like her caster mod?
Yeah, but
Like her
the
enter
first,
or
the first line of spells will say her concentration check. Like
Oh yeah,
any
I
math.
see. Yep. That's great. It does. Okay, that is a 24 to her concentration check. So she succeeds at casting defensively. She casts a spell, and a mist just sort of obscures this whole room. 20-foot radius from her.
Can I try my opportunity of attack? Or my yeah.
You don't get one since she cast defensively.
Oh, I didn't hear you
That's
say
yeah,
then.
yeah. So
Okay.
she casts defensively, so that's why she has to make a concentration check to
Okay.
both like be defending herself from AOs and
Okay.
casting a spell. All right, so I forget how to do. God, fucked everything up. Oh, Alt. Sorry, guys. I'm like
You're fine.
the wrong thing. Oh.
Are you trying to tell me that you cannot manage everything perfectly all of the time?
You know,
How dare you?
it's weird. All right, so it's a 20-foot radius, I think.
4-foot radius is huge. It fills
It's
the
the
whole.
whole
Yeah,
room and then
okay.
out to Cardi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obscuring Mist is huge.
Yeah. Well, it's who
Or
says that's
5.
what this is?
Your description of it. Also, I rolled a spellcraft check, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I know.
Yep, it's obscuring mist.
What a cunt.
Okay.
I don't like her. She's mean.
Spellcasters. What assholes.
What a jerk face.
You just now got that, not the KO evil killing us thing.
I
that
was
is-
nice to her once.
I think that's all she's gonna do because that's all she can do. I don't think she's gonna move. Yes, Cardi. Oh, your spellcraft is 16. It's 15 plus spell level, isn't it? Identify a spell.
Isn't Obscuring Mist a level 1 spell?
So yeah, actually, you barely identify it. It is obscuring mist. Yep.
Got him.
Yep. Got me.
Yeah, well, now that the cat is dead, Brock returns to me. He runs through the mist back down the hallway. I see this giant mist in front of me, and say to myself, "Fuck!
Oh
my God.
lordy.
That's
Oh
bad.
God.
Thought it might
whiteout.
be
Somebody spilled milk all over the screen.
Honestly, that's fair though.
Well, I was thinking about it. I don't want to totally destroy your guys' movement, but I do think that I wanted something with like maybe it's like a transparency effect, but
stand by.
This is good because I honestly like after this spell goes off, I honestly don't know what my action's gonna be. So.
Well, you can't totally not see. So the way to do this properly would be that you guys can only see 5 feet in front of you. But that's so much to have to do. Obscures all sight, including dark vision beyond 5 feet. Creature 5 feet away has concealment. Attacks have a 20% miss chance. Further than that,
one way you could do this is set everyone's vision to 5 feet.
Yeah, but
that's fine. I sent you two fog things, and we can just run on honor system.
Yeah, that's we're gonna run on honor system because that's more non-killing me inside.
That's fair.
Cardi, so it's your turn. You just see a big ass fog cloud.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I would do. I would probably. I definitely wouldn't enter it.
Sure.
I would cast. I'm gonna cast my Ray of Frost on where I last saw the demon dog because he's close and not really in the way. So there's there's gonna be total concealment anyway. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do the demon dog last time. Okay.
DC 15.
Or just attack, but take damage.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because he failed to put himself out.
He is still
Okay. So he does put himself out as a free action. Does he still take the damage this round?
Full round action.
It's a full round action, but yeah.
It's a full round action, but I don't think he takes damage this round.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, he uses full round action. Actually, you guys don't know. You just don't.
Damon might.
I
Damon-
know.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Damon
burning
is
dog
right above you.
right above
Yeah,
my fucking head.
You see the fire go out. Is all you see.
Yeah, I cast Ray of Frost at where the demon dog was. Oh fuck, never mind.
Not even close.
Guys,
some
I'm
of the
really
mist-
bad when I don't have
Some
spells.
of the mist sort of coalesces into perfect ice cubes,
Just
like
I
straight out of
freeze
the freezer.
this wall in front of me. Like there's now a thin layer of ice here.
Yeah. And it is Auric turn. I assume that's your whole turn.
Yeah, I can't do anything. If I can't
Yeah,
cast
no,
spells,
that's fair. Auric says, "What is this? What is she doing?" And you just hear Lyrie saying, "Get off me, you idiot! Get off!" Or maybe she's saying, "Get off, my love! Get off! We can cuddle later."
Just a spell, nothing to be terribly alarmed about. We'll take care of it. Just be careful about don't let us trip over you.
Vanya.
Yeah, so I know where this bitch was before she did this shit. So I'm targeting this area over here.
Okay.
And I am throwing at that area, which is a DC 5, I believe.
It's 10
Okay.
per square, but yeah.
For a thrown splash weapon.
How does concealment deal with targeting a square?
You can just choose a square.
Well, how can he? I mean, that'd be like hitting anything else. It's got a DC to hit it, so I guess
it's the AC is 5.
And then there would be a miss chance, I guess.
Yeah, so you'd hit a different square.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what else?
If I miss,
Well, what happens if you miss with a bomb normally?
we roll a D8 and it goes in a random direction.
Okay, so I guess it'd be about the same.
It would do exactly that.
Yeah.
Whoop!
So the DC to hit a square you said is 5?
Yeah,
That's like the touch AC
with
of
a thrown splash weapon.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, pretty easy. All right.
Yep.
So you hit it.
Splash. And
all right,
so
let's-
she has to
well,
dodge.
do you want to roll? Do you want high or low?
High.
Okay. Okay. You can't see what's happening, and you can't really tell, but you think you hit pretty close to where you wanted. So you can't target all 4 squares.
It's all 4 of these squares get hit with the splash damage.
Oh,
Is it
So
the
it's
point?
only splash damage.
okay.
So the max I'm doing is 7. She still has to make her DC 15 reflex save to half.
Okay.
I'm just grenadiering
Okay.
this. This
Yeah.
is
She can't see your bomb coming in, so when it explodes next to her, she's like caught off guard, and you hear like a shuffle, and then you hear this as this fire like explodes over it, and then you just hear.
Nice job, Vanya.
yes. I'm gonna nickel and dime this bitch.
So that's 7.
Yep.
Okay. Blythe. You see actually in front of you, Nualia collapses to the ground, and appears
she,
to
like,
be,
Unconscious?
as far as you can tell, through the fog. Although I guess is obscuring mist concentration?
No.
No. It
Nope.
just lasts 1 minute.
However,
Per level.
However, a fireball, flame strike, or other similar spell burns away the fog in the explosive or fiery spells area.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you see, as far as you can tell, wow.
Okay. Blythe will try and grab the manacles, whoever had them, and contain her, and then see if someone can stabilize. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's like a hole in the obscuring mist where that bomb went off.
Kaboom.
All right. What are you gonna try to do?
Blythe is going to try, whoever had the manacles will try and grab those and
Well, you're
bind
still in
her
combat.
and okay. So one thing.
So who had the manacles?
Yeah, that's the first question.
I think Raymond is carrying everything. I'm just keeping track.
Yeah, sure. It can be me.
It's either
Sounds like
one of us.
it's you.
Okay.
Can I get them from you and then bind her as my full round action?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I don't have
Yeah,
an action to spare.
Yeah, he's also. I assume he
Oh,
doesn't have the manacles at the ready.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're in my
that's fair.
bag, and I
Yeah.
desperately need to heal the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is
where are
true.
you? Okay, so what are you gonna do, Blythe?
I
guess
just want
the
to
question.
try to tie her up, essentially, or make sure, because I know
Okay.
she's dying, but I don't know if she's
Yeah.
You
dead.
can roll heal to figure that out.
Yep.
Okay, I will do that real quick. Would perception work or just heal?
I think heal is really what this is for.
Okay.
I know I let you use perception for a lot of stuff, but
That's okay. No, I understand.
yeah, I don't think you can actually tell if she's dying. You just know she's out.
I will tie her up then, if I can.
I think she's helpless, so I think you just automatically win.
Yep.
Right?
That's what I figured.
You can
yeah.
only do it if they're pinned, restrained, or unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Yeah, I
is
guess
what
you
will
just tie her up with,
do.
I don't know, would you have rope or something?
I do have some rope with my
Okay.
pack.
Okay, Raymond.
Okay, Blythe heal for 5.
Okay. Okay, I've got her bound. Is the dog still doing its thing?
Hopefully not for long.
I'm sorry, Roymond.
Yeah, Roymond will 5 foot to here. Let's see. So I'm like, this is weird now. So am I in a threatened space when I'm in this square?
Yeah,
Dog
Okay.
would, technically.
the dog would threaten.
Okay.
And that tar bomb, some pretty good CC on that hound.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you much.
In that case, I will. I will cast defensively, Cure Light Wounds. Please God. Please God. Fuck.
Yeah, I think you just lose the spell, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Damon.
Alright. Yay!
You killed the dog for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Down, puppy,
Roymond.
down!
Roymond, in your energy body form, you just hear above you, and then this Yeth Hound corpse just like falls through your body and collapses in your feet,
Interrupts
and
my spell cast.
it interrupts your spell casting, and your life energy is like reanimating this dog, but it keeps dying because it's like a disembodied head is just like constantly like waking up and immediately dying again.
Oh no.
All right, Lyrie. I think Lyrie has like given up at this. She's like fully incapacitated. I'm not even gonna bother with that. Nualia is going to make a death save. We so rarely do these that
It's a con save.
Pure Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
thank you for reminding me. You would think that I would know that as a DM for quite a while, but
Oh, you
no.
got so much in your head, it's okay.
Well, that's
Some
that's
of it's
very
even relevant to
charitable.
the game.
Is it a DC 10? What is the DC?
It's like 10 plus the damage you've taken so far.
Okay,
Yeah, 10
10 plus
plus.
negative hit points, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And how many of those do you have to make, or do you
Until you're-
take before you
Until you're
die?
at negative con.
You take negative. You take one damage every time you
take
fail,
one
right?
damage.
Okay.
If you succeed, you stabilize, period.
Okay.
You die when you reach negative con.
Once per hour, you can, if you are stabilized, you can do another con check to heal 1 hit point.
Okay. The Yethound is dead. And it is... I think we're out of combat.
Vanya will rush up here and attempt to apply her limited healing skills in order to stabilize this
Nualia?
creature. Yeah,
Or-
Nualia.
Okay. Yeah, the fog dissipates shortly thereafter.
I think Blythe would run over here and extract the dog from Roymond since he's trying to recover.
Oh, that's probably fair.
Roymond basically takes all of the energy from his energy body form and puts it into himself and reassumes his life as a noble halfling.
Okay.
Probably dismiss lifelink.
Yep.
Cardi will like wade into the fog, the mist, and then like find Auric and Lyrie, and say ask Auric. It's like, did the potion work?
Oh, to Auric. They stand up, and Auric kind of holds his hand up. He says, "Larry, it's all right. I've made a deal with these adventurers here. It's time for us to move on and start a new life together. And Lyrie just kind of stops and then clutches his hand and says, I will admit this is more than I bargained for. I'll go anywhere with you, Auric. Just as long as we've got each other. And then the cat corpse just like falls and splats into the ground beside them. And she says, that sucks. But
Don't worry about that.
I'm willing to go with
going
you.
to keep that. That's mine.
It's ash and dust. It's not
Yes,
actually.
I want that.
Okay, that will probably strain my friendship with you if you're keeping familiar corpses, because Rock will not like you anymore.
She walks over and picks
Just
up
a
and
sample.
cradles Skiver's. Actually, I guess it just sort of dissipates because it's an outsider.
Familiar and
Yeah.
come back later.
so
it
it
returns to its plane of
vanishes.
existence for a short period of time.
And she
That's-
says,
That's not how it works. The familiar's dead.
Oh,
"Oh, that's true.
You have
That
to
familiar's
summon a
dead.
new one.
you have to get a new one.
Yep.
I
Yep.
forgot.
Yeah." She clutches Auric's hand. And she says, there will be no replacing Skiver, but as long as we get out of here with our heads intact, that's all I need." She kind of snuggles up to him, and he's like beaming with happiness.
Cardi says to Lyrie, I know that you're glad to escape with dear Auric here. He's been a tremendous help. He said that you are not necessarily super keen on helping this Noalia with her craziness, but might you look a little bit kindly on us? We tried not to hurt you, and I know it's unfortunate what happened to Skivers, but
Roll a diplomacy. I may have put too soft a touch on her attitude toward you all.
yeah.
I
Basically, like I'm saying, like I understand that she doesn't like us, and I'm like taking the steps towards.
Wait, so what are you trying to do?
I know that she like is now surrounded by people she views as enemies. I'm trying to calm her down.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, she looks kind of wily. She says, "Auric, let's go."
I promise that we mean you no harm. Please be well. Oh God, fuck.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah,
She says,
I think I
"You
turn
killed Skiver."
at that same moment. I turn over and my hands are like covered in Nawali's blood, and I'm like shaking my hand and say, "Yes, no harm."
Yeah. It's like bird flesh. She says,
All
"My
right,
cat."
guys, I have a moment here that I can potentially save this woman. Is that something that we want to do?
She's stable. She's fine.
You already stabilized her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled
Yeah, he already
17
did
on
it.
my heal check.
Yep.
She
Oh.
good.
He stabilized her. So she is unconscious and at negative hit points, but she is no longer bleeding out.
We
and
for
she's tied up.
sure take her holy symbol and her weapon and the glowing
Yeah.
necklace.
Auric looks around at you all and he says, we had a deal. If you recall, part of that was that, well, he didn't really help you in the fight. I mean, he
Took out one major player.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Plus one.
Yeah,
you did what you
that, like-
promised
Well,
you would do.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah, but
distract
part of
Lyrie.
the deal was also that he gets an equal share of the loot.
Right.
Yeah.
So the question is, how are you guys handling that? And he looks around at you all and he says, "Well, if it's all right with you all, I think I'll be taking my cut of the bounty, and Lyrie and I will be out of your hair."
Yes. Royman, don't you have a bunch of copper?
From what I understand, there's like bounty in the they have, right?
I think his suspicion was that Nualia, as his employer, had some
Yeah.
level of there'd be some
I
amount of
search
treasure.
her body for a coin purse.
No,
Okay.
just loot in general.
Blythe will look
What she
around the
got?
room.
She doesn't get to keep any of it. She's
Do you have any idea where she might have kept her things? In here? Maybe your new waifu can help us find the treasure.
Waifu.
Yeah,
I
you
think
guys
it's a
are gonna
term-
go elope or whatever, right?
Yes, why indeed?
I think it's a hunting term for lover. or-
Okay, so you search her body. You find a breastplate, a bastard sword, a very nice composite longbow, masterwork composite longbow, the Psyhedron medallion, the gold holy symbol, and 7 platinum coins and 5 gold coins.
You got all that, Walker?
Yes.
Nice.
Holy Lamashtu. And
Uh,
how do
are
you
you-
spell Sihedron medallion?
Sihedron.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so we would take the let's see, he makes the 6th person in our party, right?
Mm-hmm.
And platinum to gold is 10 each, right?
Yes.
Cool. He gets 12.5 gold. 12 gold, 5 silver.
Okay. So you guys divvy it up. Well, he looks and he says, well, yeah, I guess if you've got it all. He says, he looks kind of grateful to have that, and he says, well, I might have made a mistake by coming here, and certainly my purse will be a little lighter in the long term, but as long as I can get out of this Sandpoint business, and I've got the love of my life with me, and he kind of he brings Lyra's hand up and kisses it, and she says, Oric, let's go. I don't want to be around these people any longer. And he says, all right, my love. And they start wandering off, and he says, just at the end, he says, wish my best to the lot of you. Maybe our paths will cross again one day.
I hope
Good
not.
luck.
All
Blythe will
right.
just wave from afar.
Yeah. And they wander off. And then you hear the click clunk of a trap. Oh God! Oh God!
She's in pieces.
I forgot about this. Oh fuck!
Her brain's in my mouth.
No,
Oh no.
that doesn't happen. The trap was never reset.
Be fine if it did though.
You guys are in there.
Hey, do you guys want to take a look at these pieces, and then I guess we'll have to figure out what the hell to do with this lady.
Should we take her back to the guy who went to Magnamar for the people for the raid? That he looked like he was in charge.
Sit down, watch.
I'm a little worried that she's powerful enough that we might not be able to trust her to just like city guards and whatnot. I mean, look at her. Look at her fucking arms. They're what the hell is going on?
Did you see her stomach? It's even worse.
Actually, her
Sorry.
stomach doesn't look that weird.
Can we
I
like
stabbed
figure
her.
out
It's all
what's
part of it.
happened to
To what?
like, because like she's transformed, like she's not just Asimar.
Right. With Royman's Nat 20, he gets the sense that she's gone through the what do you call that? The Mark of Lamashtu, and that she has transformed into like a half demon or a partial demon. This is part of the transformation that Lamashtu grants as a boon to her followers. That gives them increased power, but also makes them more demonic. And it looks like the ritual Royman puts together of burning her father's remains were probably a component in that process.
Based on your description of the magic that she used to become, like, I'm not sure that there's any way to change her back. I think she might be like this forever. We
Yeah,
can't really change the god that she worships without.
Right, and I don't think we can deny, like, if she's like me and other clerics, her power will come from her deity, and we're not going to cut her off from that by putting her in a cell. So she's still going to be dangerous no matter where she is.
Perhaps the town priest might have some ideas.
I mean, they're just going to kill her.
Do you have an alternate suggestion?
Royman, you know Abstolar Xanthus well enough that
Oh yeah.
he would at least be more interested in saving her and redeeming her.
That's certainly
But-
what Royman wants to do, but he's kind of feeling like there's no other option.
Well, it's up to you all. But I would say that from your experience with Father Xanthus, you know that he would be that way. However, you also know that the raid on Sandpoint got a lot of people killed, and it's very possible that they would
You would demand it.
want to kill her.
I mean, she might. Maybe it would be a good healing opportunity for the community for her to be punished for her crimes in a public setting.
I perhaps bring her back to Sandpoint just so that she can stand
Yeah.
trial.
She is tied, right? And he like looks down at her wrists.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, this is
We
good.
can also keep her unconscious while we travel. I mean,
I plan to. And he like rubs the blunt end of his stick.
Well, in that case, we might want to start trying to head out. And
I think we should probably rest.
oh, fair enough.
You all look in really sad shape, and I gotta admit, you know, I can channel the life force of the universe or whatever, but you know, I'm running out of steam here.
Yeah, I know. I know I wouldn't be here if not for you. So whatever you feel like we need to do.
I like sleep and
I'm feeling
food
pretty good.
and drink.
The baby?
Oh right, yes, that's important also.
You're going to eat and drink the baby?
Well, I think it's
Vanya,
probably too
Vanya.
young to drink.
We're not gonna kill an innocent orc child. I mean, we have our goblin child just to eat it.
I should hope not.
Oh, what?
It's a terrible
Oh, I
waste.
totally misunderstood you. Wow.
What are
Uh,
we doing with the other goblins and the
I-
big one?
Well, I
Oh,
think
they-
if you know, I've seen like with criminals sometimes they'll like tie each person's feet to the next one. Maybe we could do something like that and just like take them all back to Sandpoint.
Well, they're in cells right now, so they're probably. I think there's a fourth cell we could probably get this lady in,
You're right, there is. That's a great
Um,
idea.
and there's also beds upstairs. I think we might just want to head up there.
I think this is a wonderful plan, and then we can see if they have a liquor cabinet somewhere. Surely they have a liquor cabinet.
Oh,
Roy,
That's the
Royman, you
libation.
didn't
That
tell me
would
you
be
needed
like
liquor.
right?
I reach into my like vest pocket and pull out a flask.
Well, you know, we had a good brush with danger there, and now it's time to celebrate.
Here you go. And I give my flask to Royman so that he can take a drink, because no self-respecting dwarf is coming anywhere.
Yeah.
Be caught
without
dead
a
without
flask.
alcohol, yeah. Fair enough.
It still looks probably kind of massive in Royman's hands. And he takes a big old swig of it, which realistically is probably like a tablespoon or two.
All right, well, some help, please.
And he'll
Yeah.
actually go over to the well before he picks her up, and kind of like look down into the water and see if there's anything down in there that we may have missed.
So it's a basin,
Yeah,
not like a well.
yeah, like a sink basin, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there anything is it just for washing hands? Is it like unholy water or some shit?
As far as you can tell, it's just a regular basin of water.
Okay. I'm gonna detect magic and sort of like look around the room and see if there's any like trace of magic
Yeah.
here.
I
Okay.
rolled perception. Do I see anything?
Um,
And I'll pick up my spear.
when you detect magic, you don't detect any magic on anything except for Nualia's gear.
Was the aside from the Sahedron medallion, was any of it magical?
Yes, the breastplate and the bastard sword.
Oh, they're both magical.
Ooh.
Cool. Well, I will just take a 10 and identify both of those.
They are a +1 breastplate and a +1 bastard sword.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind the breastplate.
All yours.
Awesome.
can you use bastard swords?
I don't know.
You
Probably.
have yes,
Exotic
You can.
and
Oh, are
martial.
bastard swords exotic?
To use it with one hand, it's exotic.
Oh.
To use it with two hands, it's martial.
Yeah. Then you can.
Oh,
Okay. I
Two-handed.
could, but it's still worse than mine.
It is very good if you wanted to
It is
take
a
a
+1
shield.
weapon.
Is
though.
it better than Damon's? Longsword?
Yes. Well,
Oh, it is a D10.
yeah, it should
so
be.
medium.
Yeah, it's a D10. It's
It is
a
really good.
D10. It's like the only D10 one-handed weapon, like or one of the only might be actually the only D10 one-handed
I
weapon.
think,
It's
like the
good.
important functional thing that this is a magical weapon, which we really don't have yet.
Oh yeah, I didn't think.
Yeah, that's
So
the other
for,
aspect.
Non-corporeals and ghosts and shit, that's gonna be clutch as fuck.
Or anything with magic DR.
Yeah.
Um, I hold up the sword and say, this looks to be pretty magical. Perhaps Blythe or Damon, one of you can use it. I mean, it looks more similar to that longsword you're carrying, Damon, but
Yes,
Not
it
quite as-
definitely says Damon.
I mean, I sure can wield it.
+1 bastard sword.
It's good.
Add it to your inventory.
Make an attack macro for it.
+1 bastard sword.
And then this necklace does
Oh,
what
right.
again?
Oh yeah, you identified that with your nat 20 too.
Yeah, it like had
Free
a
action to give false life
false
and
life and
divine favor.
divine favor, but I assumed that divine favor is attuned to Lamashtu specifically.
That's a good question.
I actually cannot find Sahedron medallion.
Yeah.
You
It
can't
might
find
be
it
a
on the PFSRD. You'll have to find it elsewhere. It's on the Pathfinder
Archives of
wiki.
Nethys.
It's probably Archives of Nethys as well. Yeah.
Medallion hangs on a leather card, silver disc inscribed with Sahedron. Favorite agents of the Runelords. Some minor benefits to the wearers. Also allowed the Runelords to use the wearer as proxies. By concentrating on a scrying device such as a rune well, a Runelord can sense the world through the Sahedron medallion.
We shouldn't know any of this.
Yeah, I would say that there's some things you might be able to pick up.
A Sahedron medallion grants its player plus saving throw per day as a free.
You cut out
Cutting
there.
out on
Yeah,
all the important stuff.
Yeah.
+1 resistance bonus on all saving throws. Once per day, free action. Bestow false life on the wearer. Placed on the neck of a dead body, Sahedron medallion preserves the body indefinitely via gentle repose.
That's all the stuff we would know.
And false
Yeah.
life means you get 1d10 plus 1 caster level of temporary hit points.
Right. Why does this not appear on the SRD?
It probably does, but it's probably called something else. And I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck it would be called.
Star medallion?
Probably.
It's the star
Um,
medallion. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I guess that makes
Yep,
sense.
this is exactly the same. So that's it.
Mhm.
Yep. Still don't know if you would know all the Rune Lord stuff
We would not. No
about
way.
it.
We don't even know who the Runelords are, or that they exist, or that that's a
No.
word that people use.
Anything about them. You've never even heard the word before.
I mean, you might be able to know that it is some form of scrying tool. Like,
Yeah, I think you could detect the magical properties of it, but you would
Yeah.
not have any.
so I would detect the divination properties, but there's no divination effect.
Let's say that what you'd found out there, you found in the notes and journals lying around, which Blythe is able to comb through, and with Vanya and Cardi's help to decipher whatever Thessalonian aspects there are of it. Nuali's notes and several journals lie on the tables here. Sorting through the notes takes several hours, but reveals the whole of Nuali's story. The notes outline plans to send an army of goblins against Sandpoint and burn the town to the ground, not only to offer it as a burnt offering to Lamashtu in hopes of being made a half fiend, but also to fuel the rune well in the catacombs below. And you guys will recall that in the catacombs of Wrath beneath Sandpoint, that's where you found that rune well with the sin spawn that you had deactivated, at least for the moment, by slaying the sin spawn that came out of it.
In rapid succession.
The notes go on to go on to detail how to cause sin spawn to manifest from the rune well, and claim that if someone were to overextend the rune well stores, it would be deactivated. The notes indicate that she's not sure how to reactivate it, and several times stress that the rune well shouldn't be used much until after Sandpoint's been raised and the deaths of hundreds of angry citizens and goblins have refilled the well.
Too late, motherfucker. We ended that shit. It's
Well, you
over.
emptied it. They emphasized that you had killed all the sin spawn that came out of it, but you hadn't completely destroyed it.
Right, and that would kind
So-
of explain why the
yeah.
other thing didn't want to create more sin spawn if she thought you shouldn't.
Nothing
Empty.
a large explosive can't fix. Right,
Well,
Vanya?
I'm on it.
I'm just going to say again, they claim if someone were to overextend the rune well stores, it would be deactivated. So, you don't have any reason to believe that it was overextended. Actually,
We do.
wait, that is what you guys. That's exactly what
that's
you guys.
exactly
That's
what
what
we
I'm
did.
saying.
Yeah, never mind. Yep, never mind. Yeah,
'Cause
you
I had
did.
identified that it maybe if we kept using the magic would continue to fade.
Right. Yeah,
The
that
light
is what happened.
Spinning.
Yep, you did. You deactivated that rune well.
Yeah, we ended that shit.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
High
I shit on
five.
your parade.
It's alright, man. It's all good.
Yeah. And I think
I-
that's probably a good place to put a
Yep.
pin in it
I
for tonight.
genuinely thought we were all gonna die.
Did you?
I
I thought
saw-
you guys did very well.
I
Well,
genuinely
3 of
thought
us
most
were
of
at
you were going to
7
die.
HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was
then-
close.
And the
Did
ones that
you-
weren't at 7 HP were pretty much out of anything to be useful, except for
You could
Yeah.
run away and get help.
The problem I was faced with was I can do a hell of a lot of damage, but
Not in tight quarters, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, worst comes
you
to
grouped in
worst, you guys also still had Auric.
Yep.
If
Mhm.
worst really came to worst.
I think he did the best thing he could have possibly done, which
Yeah.
And
was...
it worked really well.
Because imagine
Yeah.
if
Oh.
she had got off 1 damage spell. We would have been dead.
Yeah.
While we're
It's
still on this
over.
stream,
I was worried.
Are there any spell books that Lyrie might have left around when she absconded with Ori?
Well, she had her spellbook on her person,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I
doubt
think you'd
so.
have to kill her to get that.
Yeah.
You guys kind of I'm kind of threading the needle here because you guys were really smart, and it allowed you to kind of Legend of Zelda eliminated that phase of the boss battle, but I don't think you also get all the loot and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
That's fine.
Princess in BRD. You don't get to loot her if you save her.
Yeah. And you
You
guys,
get the quest.
I think you guys, some of you would have died almost for sure if she was active in that fight.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
If they had their wizard and our wizard had no spells, yeah, I think it's pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She had quite a few things, and I think action economy is the biggest thing, right? Because like,
Yep.
you guys neutralized the Yeth Hound pretty quick. Auric neutralized the wizard, and so it was pretty much 1v6 or 1v5. for poor Nualia.
And we needed that.
Yeah. She hits real hard. And you crit her on the first round. That was fucking huge. That charge crit, big.
And step up is gonna be so dirty. I'm so
Dude,
glad you
that's
have
a
that.
good... I'm thinking about taking that now. That's actually so handy.
It actually gets better. There's another one that comes after it that's way better.
You can, like... Man, being able to... That's so good against
I
casters.
believe it's step
Let
up
me-
and strike is the next one.
No.
So if they 5 foot, you just
It-
get to...
It definitely
'em?
is. That's one of them.
I'm gonna pull up my sheet. I have it. I had a thing I was doing.
Following step is an immediate action. Strike, follow and attack, and then press to the wall. Those are like the 4.
There's a different one I was looking at. I'm
You're
just
the only
looking through.
character threatening an opponent. You can treat solid, immovable objects that occupy a square, such as columns, tree trunks, and walls, and are adjacent to that opponent as allies threatening the opponent when determined to
That's so
flank
stupid.
the flow.
Whatever. That's so
Yeah.
dumb.
That's pressed to the wall. That's actually probably the best one of them.
That's
Wow.
disgusting. It's literally the wall's on my team. Like a fucking
More like
middle
your
schooler.
ability to follow them in combat is intimidating enough that
I guess.
Wow.
they're
That's
cornered.
good.
You get to like get flanking bonus from cornering them.
I think I want to make a fighter next time I make a character.
They're a lot of fun.
They're so good. And so handy. I mean,
You
they're
will-
incredibly flexible. I mean, you can make them so many different ways.
Yeah, you will miss having magic, but yeah,
And you'll miss
Yeah.
having skills.
Yeah.
that's true too.
That's the part that that's the one thing I don't like about playing my lizard man fighter is I got a couple points in climb. He's a lizard, so he can swim. I took 1 point in linguistics, so I can fucking speak common. Like the skills not very good.
Yeah.
But you know, my AC's 23.
Yep.
And I've got a plus 14 to hit. I'm level 5.
Wow.
Out of curiosity, are we leveling up?
Yeah. Well.
And once we all sleep.
Yeah. Once you guys sleep, you will level up.
Oh,
So
might as
we
well
should
prep
go
the
ahead
4
and-
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well prep level 4. We are doing milestone leveling. One Twitch viewer or streaming viewer, whoever. That's why we're not fucking with experience.
Tons of people do that. My first game.
I think it makes way
Pathfinder-
more sense,
My
personally.
first game of Pathfinder ever, we didn't track experience.
Mm-hmm. I mean, anything like that's like experience is like right behind encumbrance in terms of like the worst the worst ratio of like fun to work.
The only reason I've kept it around is for the possibility of negative levels, or that's the main one. Is if anybody in the party
that's-
gets behind in levels, I need to keep
Yeah.
track of experience so I can treat it fairly.
That's probably especially a concern in Carrying Crown, where there's a lot of
Yeah.
necromancers and shit that hits you with
Yep.
negative levels.
And if you guys if somebody dies, you're gonna have negative level. I mean, obviously, Plea has one for a little bit.
No,
Mhm.
it's gone because we slept.
Yeah. Anywho,
Okay, before we all leave, I do have to impendingly warn you guys coming absent. Not for several weeks. The 1st of April and onward, I do not know my schedule because
Okay, well, this is way early for an April Fool's joke. Like, you're supposed to wait
It's-
till the
Mhm,
1st.
mhm.
You can't schedule it ahead of time.
I am starting my drive across country probably on the 28th, and then maybe they're going to do a 4 or 5 day drive, so I will probably be driving on that Wednesday. I will be, unless I find a place in Ohio, like immediately, I won't have my own place. I will be staying with friends, and I won't,
gotcha.
like, I'll be able to set up my computer, but I probably won't be able to stay up all night because I'm going to be East Coast time then and do Pathfinder in like their guest area.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna be using their office and one of their
Right.
desks. And so until I find a place in Ohio and get all it'll I'm selling all my furniture, so I won't even have a desk for my computer once I find a place.
Yeah.
It will be very difficult. So starting April 1st, I will be AWOL until further notice.
Okay.
It's not a very good joke.
I wish it were a joke.
I know.
It just happens to coincide with April 1st as our game. So that said, let's see, that would be Ryan's game. So if you do want to do a one-off on April Fool's Day, I think you
You
could
are
come up with something.
speaking the right language.
Smitty, I think you're the perfect fan for this job.
Oh man.
Now we're speaking my language.
Oh no. What have you
Time
created?
for another journey, friends. Hope you're all
No.
ready for an adventure.
Actually, I'd be okay playing Frederick again. That'd be alright.
Yeah. And you'll have Leopold, so it's not like...
Yeah, but he's like
Yeah.
an evil guy now.
No.
Who is?
We
Leopold was brought back to
brought him
life.
back.
Yeah, but I
life.
have my suspicions.
We didn't
was-
kill him.
I
He
think
was
Travis, the
infected.
player, enjoyed it too much for it
He
to
really
not
liked
happen again.
He really enjoyed that, and I gotta be honest, that was
That was beautiful.
his enjoyment was really what
Maybe you
made
just
that
have-
whole thing work.
Bring Travis in as an NPC that they're fighting the whole time.
Yeah, that could be. He seemed to really like it, but I think he liked it because he got to play Leopold, like doing that too,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and he had enough history with Jack that it was just it
I
worked
really
well.
wish we had recorded the original crossover episode. It was so good.
That was fun. That was a
Yeah.
good time. Yeah, that was cool, man. It was Pathfinder All Stars. Just
Yeah.
like pick your guy.
I will never fucking forget them trying to bluff their way through a performance with a fucking like
The dead dragon.
thespian deceased dragon.
Yeah, just deceased
Yes.
thespian dragon. God,
Oh,
that was so
man.
stupid. One of the things that I realized when I was like playing when I was like looking at some like archetype stuff and like TV tropes is like rule of cool and rule of funny. Like people have brought those up to me before. I am a rule of funny DM.
For
Like,
sure,
if
yeah.
it's funny enough, like you get to roll for it. Like
Yep.
there's a chance. And like, oh, that was so fun. Yeah, that was a
It's
good
a
one.
good time for sure. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the hay. Great
Mm.
game tonight, guys. I enjoyed it a lot.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Yep.
Excellent boss battle. You did good.
Mhm.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you next week.
All right.
Have a good night.
Night, guys.
So yeah.